Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and not so good morning to my football extraordinaires, my football family. Still kind of fuming. Maybe when the Liverpool and City game happens, if the result is in our favor, I might calm down a bit. But I don't yell much, I don't scream much when I'm frustrated because of obvious reasons. Yeah. A lot of times when I find myself in stressful situations, it's usually on some life or death shit. So, you stay calm even though you're fuming. And I can't help but get upset. And then more of it is compounded when like you let the fog clear, you gather more information, see how you feel, and then bang, you see excuses being made by the people who said this is the season of no excuses. And you're like, okay, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? We said there is no excuses. 7 injuries and blah blah blah, and we can't use injuries as an excuse for yesterday's performance. We were leading the game. And it goes back to last year, even though we did have a bunch of injuries last year. When you're leading a game and you drop points from winning positions, it's kind of hard to blame the injuries. It's kind of hard to blame injuries when you had substitutes available and didn't use them. You remember a couple of years ago when Pep Guardiola was complaining about the amount of games played and the amount of games that he had to play Rodri. Like, Pep, you're playing him. You have to play him. While you had Nunez and Calvin Phillips available to you, you chose not to play them. Those two guys were the best midfielders on Premier League teams, and you signed them and didn't play them, and then complain about injuries. I know my brother Views always talk about you can't shit the bed and then complain about the smell. I always use the fire department analogy where you can't set your house on fire and then complain that the fire department takes too long to get to your house. You don't get credit for putting out fires you started, and you damn sure don't get to complain about them. I didn't I can't appreciate us performing poorly and then make excuses for it, because in no other walk of life does that run. If you perform poorly, you're held to account in any profession. Big up to Anfield the Red, and big up to my mod AJ. Big up to Mateo. Someone, ordered me a British guy, and bam, he shows up, you know, 7 a.m. on these United States West Coast. I got the scores for the other games here. I'm just going to take a peek to see if any of the results, well, none of them really mattered to us, but Villa winning where we needed them to win last week. Newcastle should stay in good form. They have City in a couple of weeks. Palace and Brighton are drawing, and Forest and Leeds share the same fate. But Anfield the Red said he's not expecting a win today. Well, is a draw the worst result in the world for Liverpool? Probably not, because we didn't win. We didn't make it a 10-point gap. We just increased our lead by 1. So at kickoff, you're right back where we started, last match week's Premier League table. Now, can Liverpool go to Man City and win? Of course they can. Man City isn't invincible. Shit, Tottenham went there and won. Tottenham went there and kept a clean sheet. So, nothing is outside the realm of possibility in these football streets. Another day, wish for Arteta to be sacked. 7 points dropped in 11 games. It's a 7. We're keeping the count, AJ. We're keeping the count. We're going to remind them. Bournemouth in the mud, 2-0 down at Villa. They should be able to claw back from that. They clawed back from a 2-0 deficit at Anfield and was able to get back in the game before Liverpool beat them late. So they do have fight in them, this Bournemouth side. We'll take a look at their lineup, see what they're working with. I know us as Arsenal fans, and the Arsenal fans in the chat are very high on Semenyo. How's he looking if anyone's watching the game? Looks like there's goals from Emi Buendia, goals from Onana. Jadon Sancho still can't get him a start at Villa, you know. Man. Still in the Unai Emery doghouse. Yeah, man, big up, man. Big ups to all of you. The assembled is with us. Hope you're good. Must be. See, there's no way not to feel aggrieved if you love this club. Yeah. So anyone who tell you that you're not a fan and this and that, you can't explain the feeling that you have right now where you're actually just fuming. That guy just said to me, you can't win every game, move on. And that's what they do. But the problem is, AJ, if they say this 6 or 7 times, that's your season. So what? Move on to the next season and try again? Nah. This is what I hate about that guy from the Gooniverse that's on the loose cannon with Turkish now. You know, the James B from AFTV. He's now trying to be on some standards type thing. But when he was over that mutant channel, whenever we had a result, pretty much said this. But he says it in posh terms. You know, every time we drop points, you know, dropping points at one of the toughest Premier League grounds in match week 11 is not the end of the world. You know, well, shit. He said the same thing when we drop points at home versus City. He said the same thing when we drop points at Anfield. So that's 3 times already. That's 3 times this. You can't win every game. It's not the end of the world. Move on. You say that shit 3 more times, our season's done. Over. Please like the stream if you haven't already, my friends. It greatly helps me out. Big up to man like Q. Q said Arsenal still the strongest team in the EPL right now. I would agree with that somewhat, but we still have the weakest manager. Like everyone in the chat will tell you, it's not the squad that we don't trust. We trust the squad. We like the squad. We like and appreciate the fact that we have good players. But the dude in charge of the players is not the type of dude you want leading your football club. He doesn't have the cojones. Bro is not the leader, man. He's not the guy. He doesn't instill anyone with confidence. Many, many years from now, when all the books and the autobiographies and not even many, like even next season, like whenever Zinchenko is no longer an Arsenal player and he starts to talk, because you know he likes to chat, he's going to spill it all. He's going to spill all the beans. Speaking of which, where the fuck is he? Is he playing for Palace today? Nope, on the injury. Strain injury mid-November. He is out until. Yeah, but big up, Q. Big up to you, bro. The thing is, yeah, the squad is good. And that's all the more reason to be upset at him, right? Imagine a competent manager with the strongest team in the EPL. At no point did any of the top managers have the strongest team in the EPL and didn't win it, right? When Mourinho had the strongest team in the EPL, he broke records, did back-to-backs. When Carlo had the strongest team, he won it. When Fergie won it, Wenger won it. Of course, there are times when you could do a Leicester and man do a madness, but Arteta just ain't it, bro. Man, his tactics and his substitution patterns. Yesterday said cowardly. Says I'm scared. Now I know Sunderland are doing well, but they're a newly promoted team. If you have the strongest squad in the Premier League, you show them why you're the strongest team in the Premier League. You don't have a tired Trossard and a tired Bukayo Saka with 2 bad hamstrings running up and down the wing when you have 2 young guys on the bench who can actually run. And you take off your best attacking player. Now, I know that he didn't want Eze, right? I know that he didn't want the Nigerian boy because we've seen the reports of the story saying this. Where is it? If I can find it. I know you all have seen it because even AFTV can't run from this at this point. Andrea Bertha pushed for the signings of Eze and Nkapia despite the club's summer business being considered done. Right? This is an actual report published. So if Bertha had to push for Eze, that means Arteta was comfortable with the squad that he had. So now you notice that every opportunity that he get to hook Eze, he hooks him. So he takes Eze off and brings on Mascara and still concede. Trying to shore up a game. You hit a banger like what Trossard just did, which deserved the winner, by the way. You score a goal like that, you should get match ball, interview, match of the day type shit. But then you go score another goal. That's how you kill off games. You don't sit around and invite pressure onto you. It was 3 attempts, Sunderland had 3 attempts to put the ball in the box. Boom. Dealt with it, recycled it, the ball went back out. There was no outlet, just hoofed it back to him. Okay, come on, more pressure. They hoofed it back again. Dealt with it. No outlet, headed out. They pass. The third time, you keep doing it, something's going to happen. At that late in the game, legs are tired, bums are squeaky, you switch off, you make a mistake. Gabriel taps back into his Bozo moment, looking for a foul, doing the same thing he did at St. James's Park twice this year and the 2023-2024 season when we lost those games. Instead of being strong, 6'3", 200 and something pounds, and gets bodied by Brian Bobby. You can't have that. Can't happen. But that type of stuff will happen when you invite pressure onto you. Crazy tactics by the manager. So yeah, I'm fully agreeing with. Hasn't been because we've been outplayed. Has because we've been outdone in a tactical sense. Mikhail, big up to man like Ali G, big up to Darren, my general. Like we know all the recovery efforts and all them things they are going, my brother. Hope you're good. That's it. All right, okay, I read that one already. I tell you, we lost that game sold down to Arteta, fucking coward. Where's Waneri Diamond? Yeah, we have the fucking players now. There's no excuse. Absolute bum, man. It's scared, man. And now when he does this away at Sunderland, you know damn sure when he goes to City, should we need a win when we get? Should we need a win when we go away to Man City? He won't go strong. And if we do get a lead, even if we score early, he's going to lock up shop. That's what he does. But we have the shittiest manager. He's the spineless coward. Yep. Completely agree. You may be right, but I think he's better than the team. Nah, brother. Well, statistically speaking, Maresca has 2 trophies. Right? Maresca beat PSG, something Arteta couldn't do. Now, Maresca, yeah, I hear it. Maresca seems to be better off in the cups. Because in the cups, essentially, you just need to put a couple of games together. You win 6 games, 7 games, you can win a cup, right? Over the course of 38 games in the Premier League season, Maresca has been inconsistent, hasn't been good enough to win the Premier League. However, Arteta has been relatively decent in the league, but hasn't been good enough. And these are the games that make him come up short, right? These type of performances, these type of tactical adjustments, you know what they give you? They give you second. They'll get you to semifinals and then get fist up. You can't get over the line. They'll get you knocked out of the FA Cup to Sunderland and Southampton and Nottingham Forest and shit, and get you knocked out the League Cup to West Ham and whoever else has knocked us out. What a save by Emi Martinez. I got the Villa game on in the background, people, so pardon me. Anyone with a brain, if Arteta was Bayern or Madrid's Barca coach and bottled an 8-point lead, he gets the sack, no negotiation. So here's the thing, Mateo. The 2022-2023 season, that team was worse. As Q said, we have the strongest squad in there. Right? That team was worse. That team was in better form. That team had 19 points, 50 games from 19 points, 50 points from 19 games. And that team bottled the 8-point lead that you're talking about here. So now we have a 4-point lead if City win today, a 5-point lead if Liverpool win. Not safe. Striking distance. You know? Big up to Darren. Ali G. I'm as Arteta out at it as it gets, and it's definitely 2 points drop, but it's a long season, and we saw creation improve at it was an error that cost us. Manager has no excuse with players coming back. I hear your shout, Ali G, but when he goes in an interview and says we have 7 players injured, we haven't lost in 10 games, blah blah blah, we're like, bro, these damn reporters, you know. We don't. That's okay. Damn, you Captain Obvious ass. That these reporters are just asking him these softball questions, being Captain Obvious in that. You know, why wasn't it? Hey, these are the questions the fans want answers to. Why wasn't this guy brought on? Why do you only make one sub? Why did you take off an attacker for a defender? Right? Ask him the tough questions. Ask him the questions that damn near that cost us 2 points. Because if we keep saying 2 points drop, 2 points drop, you say that 3-4 more times, the season is over, Ali. You know, there's only 14 draws last year is what really fucked us. It wasn't the 4 losses. Liverpool only lost 14 games last year. Lost 4 games last year. We can't keep drawing games, especially against newly promoted sides. Man United beat these men. You know, what are the men them that had all that chess recently? I think you're talking about Boy 10. I haven't seen him yesterday. I streamed yesterday. I haven't seen him. I'm not saying he's hiding, but I'm not saying he's hiding until I see him. Yeah, but Max and Ethan should have came on. It wasn't about experience. We needed legs. Facts. Couldn't run. You saw that if you go back and look at the goal, look at that attempted close down that Mikel Merino had to do. He tried to get there, but he couldn't. He's just, one, he's already slow, and 2, he's tired. Right? It's 94 minutes. You can't be slow and tired. If you're slow and tired, you might as well have a cone on the pitch, because the dude passed the ball like he wasn't even there. You know, he would have been better off just running into the box and tried to help Gabriel deal with it. Big up to Doc. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, my bro. Very coward performance from the manager. Put Skelly and Mascara on if you want 3 points. Yeah, because one thing Skelly will do, he will win you some fouls. He will maintain possession. Outlet, we talked about, right? You see the outlet pass that he received versus Atletico Madrid on the halfway line and turned that into, right? Man turned water into wine. That wasn't a goal receiving pass. He created that chance all by himself. So whenever we dealt with the first cross and dealt with the second one, if we had an outlet, right? If you're Saliba, if you're Timber, if you're anyone in that back line and you deal with the cross or the ball falls at your feet and you see a open Skelly, you're passing it to him because you know that's ball retention. He's keeping it. He's either going to dribble past someone and take the ball down that end, or he's going to draw you a foul. But when you bring on Mascara is coming on to deal with the cross. Head it out. But when you head the ball out, kick it out clear without an outlet, all it does is come back. All you're doing is recycling pressure. And I really believe he let the best defense shit get to his head yesterday where he think, hey, let me throw on another defender on my already top defense, and it's going to deal with Sunderland. Now, you deal with Sunderland down the other end of the pitch. Because you notice as soon as we score, we were up the pitch trying to score, almost scored. Great block by whoever that was. Don't know who made that block. So we could have gotten up the pitch. So it was tactics. It was a tactic by the manager to sit back and invite pressure on. Criminal behavior, you know. Listen to this chat. Was Saka first goal from open play, away goal in 18 months? Rah. Took it well, though. Keeper could have probably should have done better there. You never like to see a goalie get beaten on their near post, but this is how I coach my players. This is how I've been coached. If you're going to go near post, go hard, low. Because goalies, one, anticipate you going far post, and two, it takes them more time and effort to get down than it is for them to raise their hand and block the shot. So he went hard and low off his weaker foot, you know, and we had to equalize. We needed that. Desperate for that one. Big up to the birthday boy, Wahaha. Hope you're celebrating all month, my bro. Hope you're good. Martinelli, Jesus, Stressa, Gyökeres, Saka, Madueke, Diamond, Wanieri, the midfield defense. We have so many players. Feels like a loss. I'm not going to lie. Even if we win the treble, I hope God he's like this piece of shit. See, when I read Mateo's comments, I'm starting to get upset too, you know. Handball? Is there a pen? There's a pen. Looks like there's a pen. What does this manager have against Wanieri? And he doesn't. I think it was Caps. Caps in the chat yesterday said he doesn't trust him. And part of that, I do agree. I'm like, bro, why are you? If you don't trust him, why is he dressing on the bench? Is he just there for show? Because then you can't take credit then for having the best squad in the league or one of the best squad in Europe if you don't trust the players that are on that bench. Big up Darren. I said, Taron, I told man, but tell them this manager was going to fuck things up. And we haven't even got Havertz and Odegaard back as starters, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he cost us 2 points yesterday. He cost us 2 points at the Emirates, and he cost us 3 points at Anfield, bro. 7. He's caught 7 out of 35 points, bro. You know, it's him. It's all him. We can't shy away from it. I can't. Equalizer. Yeah, Jordy Dredd having a meltdown, yeah? I hope so. Man had words for Gabriel yesterday, you know. You know, we criticized Gabriel for that mistake that he made in that moment, yeah? But man went too far. Man was like, Gabriel is shit. I'm like, slow down, Jordy Dredd. Slow down. You don't go from sugar to shit. Still take him over any center back at Newcastle. Nemi Martinez save. Semenyo missed the penalty, y'all. What a save. I think I got Martinez in my fantasy team as well. Afternoon, everyone. Big up the LFC Monster. Liverpool are back. 0 changes. Oh, the lineup's out. The Liverpool lineup's out. That's it. Let me check you out, my bro. Let me see what the Liverpool lineup looking like for the biggest. There it's on the left, yeah. Pep going with this Nico Gonzalez in the lone pivot. Bernardo Silva probably tucking and help him out. Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Yeah, listen, the City midfield might get overran, you know. But Doku versus Conor Bradley, yeah. So, yeah, he's learned that damn Milos Kerkez on the bench. Robertson, he'll probably come on though. Okay, Cody Gakpo on the bench. Isak is fit and on the bench. Okay, hey, Liverpool. So that's the title. We'll put that in the title of the video. Who will take advantage? Looks like Liverpool fully willing and able and want to get back in this thing. So yeah, strong lineup. We'll see how this goes. Whew, Jesus. Ready for a cracker. Big up the Hendo. What you telling me? And watching top of the Parliament Hill, Hampstead, enjoying a walk in the autumn weather. Hey man, big up to you, bro. We all still angry as we were yesterday. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I'll be less angry at the end of your match, full time, 1-1, 2-2. Yeah? But if City win this, then you know Arteta is gonna shit the bed. I said this before, he's just like Pep. They come into games with just plan A, and if it don't work, they're lost. We saw that when Chelsea beat City in the Champions League final, Maresca too. Yeah. So Arteta, when everything is going well, yeah, he's fine. If we come out and we push the team back and we happen to get a goal during our initial ascension, or we score from a set piece, whatever the case may be, bang. He looks like a genius. But that's not what we need you to make your money. You know, like if all the pieces of equipment in the motor pool are working, no one cares about Chief, yeah? You know, but if Chief Nipper, if everything is broken, that's when Chief make his money. You know, the XO is all down there every day when everything is broken. But if everything is going fine, Arteta, it's cool, it's calm. If everything is going well, no one needs Chief at work. Blunderman messed up when he brought Nani, in my opinion. Then it took Havertz's injury for him to go for Eze. So he didn't even go for Eze, the assembled. Because this is what we were saying all summer. This report, we believe it. This is what we were saying. It was Berta who wanted Eze and Piero Hincapié. You know? And I think he did use the Havertz injury as leverage to go get another attacker. But we damn sure know that it wasn't, hey, Arteta, go get this guy. Because it's damn near negligent to let Eze agree to terms with Tottenham before he became an Arsenal player. Because he would have went there. He absolutely would have went there. Not going to lie. Hey, off to the pub. I would go to a pub, but it's early, and plus I have some charity duties to do today with getting some turkeys for some laid off federal workers and some lower ranking enlisted soldiers who are not sure if they're getting paid in this next pay period. Alice say, I'm sick and tired of us pumping the ball over and over where we kept the ball on the floor. Sunderland look like nobody's, and that's what it is, right? Because Slavia Prague tried to do the same thing. Slavia Prague did that. Yeah. But Sunderland executed it way better than Sunderland did. Sunderland had a very good game plan, and that Regis seems like he knows what he's doing. Big up to Aaron for the raid. Big up to my brother. Aaron talks Arsenal. You absolute geezer. I hope Aaron isn't as fuming as the rest of us. All right, because when Aaron goes on a rant, you know, he goes on a proper rant. But big him up. I hope it wasn't too bad. But big up to Aaron. Big up to Views. Big up to Gianni, man. Big up. Love for the love. But yeah, when we do keep the ball on the ground, we do the damn thing. Yeah, this internet, you know. And I did what you said. Hopefully it kicks on and keeps me flowing. Sean Marion, you know, the Matrix, you know. Remember Sean Merriman, the Matrix. If you know, you know. The cracks and the frailties in the squad and the manager are once again starting to be exposed. Facts. Big facts. Can't disagree with that. Chats are on smoke. Unintended watch along, yes. Oh no. So imagine I did a watch along yesterday. See? This is why I don't do it. Because that would have been meltdown settings, bro. I was going mad. Because I actually sat here and watched the game. And when Trossard scored, I was like, yeah, Yeah, fantastic strike. And then I'm saying, are we about to do a Tottenham? Are we about to concede in stoppage time and drop 2 points? And then this whole, I couldn't. This is why I don't do them. I can't. I'm gonna have to ease into the watch along phase, right? Where it's 3-0, we're 3-0 up at halftime. Then I turn the camera on and just see out the rest of the game. And now, can you imagine we're 3-0 up and I start a watch along and then we fuck that off? then I'll never do another one. Big up to Jam Boy. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Hope you are good. The Assemble. Do you think Blunderman has caused more confusion by blurring the lines between common sense and stupidity? Yeah, he has compounded it with more fuckery. He has. Like, do the simple things well. Do what makes sense, right? Don't invite pressure onto yourself in the dying moments of the game. If you have the ball, they can't score. Right? Give yourself an outlet. Don't just hoof the ball away at Sunderland, you know. So this makes me think, what the hell is he going to do when we go to City at the business end of the season? Should we go up and need to win? Not a draw, like we need to win. We need to hold on to a lead. You're just going to let Haaland and Bernardo Silva and Foden and Cherki and Marmoush have the ball and just wave after wave because you have the best defense. Get away from that shit, man. A little nervous. You think you can get blamed today? You think if you had one of those performances like what you did at Palace, because we can be honest. UK Drilly official, big up to you, big up to Sheldon. Now, are you low key nervous? Because if you believe, it's not an exaggeration that Liverpool could have been down 4-0 away at Palace. So if you're conceding those kind of chances that you conceded at Palace to Haaland, brother, yeah, it could be long. I understand why you would be nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but going to City in November in match week 11 is a complete different kettle of fish than going to Man City towards the business end of the season. At least the back end, they're coming to you. So I'm here for it. Yeah, I didn't even catch the United game. Yeah, but that's been Arsenal past 4 seasons. They play very good to get to a goal and then invite pressure on. And this is what the Assemble was talking about, Q. How does he not learn from this? Like, you can't be making rookie mistakes in year 6. This is his 6th year. December of this year will be 6 fucking years. December 2019. So, like, bro, you can't be making rookie mistakes 6 years in. Anything you've been doing for 6 years, you should be good at it. Whether it's coaching football, whether it's pushing lawnmowers, whether it's flying planes. Go 3-0 Villa. Forest are up 2-1, yeah? All right. Jordy Dread meltdown. I'm here for it. I'm here for the Jordy Dread meltdown. What he's saying, I should call him on. I see. I couldn't even do that. If I called him live on air, that's shameless. That's some Saeed type stuff. That's stuff I should be doing if we collected our 3 points. Fucking Arsenal, man. Ethan and MLS saved him last season. Now they cannot be trusted. Yeah, make it make sense, yeah? If LeBron wins the 2011 ring, he's the GOAT, no question. Wow, ask me that. How did I skip that question? If LeBron wins the 2011 ring, nah. Hell no. One, that only gives him 5. Not that it's purely down to the numbers, but we can, because if we're gonna do the if thing and say if he won that one, we could easily say if Mike never retired, he would have had 8 straight. Those rings that the Houston Rockets got, Mike would have won those easily. Hey man, big up to you, bro. No pressure. Take your time. Enjoy. Big up to Gianni. Of course, you would say this. Of course, the Chelsea fan would say Nani was a great buy. Now I'm done with the Nani thing. Like I can't hide from the fact that I wasn't a big fan of Madueke because I don't trust Chelsea players. You know, like if we go to Chelsea right now and said, "Hey, sell us Cole Palmer, sell us Cole Palmer, or sell us Caicedo," you think Chelsea would sell them to us? Hell no. Chelsea don't sell you players that they rate. And the fact that you man sold us Nani Madueke the day before you played a final against the champions of Europe tells me that you man don't rate him. Like even if Real Madrid was giving us 150 million for Saka, for Eze, for Saliba, for all, we are not selling none of our top players the day before a final. Those are the facts of the situation around the Nani Madueke transfer, right? So PSG could have given you a problem that Nani may have helped you solve, but you said, nah, we don't need you. And then you went out and beat PSG 3-0. Okay, fair. But now that he's an Arsenal player, okay, I support him when he puts on the shirt because it's not like Saka is out here pulling up trees, right? AJ said earlier that was his first open play goal away in however long. Those are not great numbers. The Assemble says, I don't see any manager I personally rate. Everyone is a much nothing special tactical awareness. All these managers play the same way or variation of Pep ball. No one is counteracting it. And this is the thing. This is what I talked about yesterday when I said it's a copycat league. Monkey see, monkey do. Because if Pep brings back say Arne Slot starts to play Verts in the 10 and he starts to cook in the 10 and wins back-to-back Premier Leagues, does a Champions League, Premier League double, you're gonna start seeing teams actually using 10s. That's working. Let's try that. Just look at the long throw thing. Everyone is doing long throws now. Like we didn't see long throws last year and the year before that and the year before that to this magnitude. But now every time the ball goes out anywhere near the goal, man, it's turning into a set piece. It's Christmas. Yeah. UK Drilly. But it don't matter if Arteta don't win because what he's done for the club, second best in the world. Egal words, yeah. And these are the standards or the lack thereof while he continues to get away with making 15.6 million a year without winning anything, right? Like, don't get upset because we're not upset at you making your money, big boy Mikel. But while you're making big boy money, we're going to ask that you deliver big boy results. And second isn't big boy result. The only way second is acceptable in the Prem is if you win all the cups. And I mean all of them to include the big years. That's the only way second is acceptable. That's what we want. That's what we're craving. Now I'm saying I'm tired of us going long. Couldn't care less if teams do that to us. No, I got you. Bro. Top Goon is going mad. So they're going mad looking for excuses trying to justify this bullshit, yeah? Is that what they're doing? Are they out here polishing turds? Because it don't matter how much you polish. You can polish the turd all you want, bro. It's still a piece of shit. Once you bite into it, you're gonna be like, ugh, this is a shit sandwich. Now he bit into it in match week 3 at Anfield. He bit into it right after the international break with City at home. And he bit into it going into this international break. And it doesn't get any easier because we got Tottenham right after, and he's going to bite into that. Right? Nasty November is upon us, yeah? We did fantastic. We did absolutely well. Listen, brilliant. Big up to the boys. Even big up to him, the manager, for October. October was great. But we all tried to keep our feet on the ground and say, Nasty November. Liverpool had a rough end of September and a rough October. Look what happened to them. We have a rough November. I'm just saying, we could find ourselves not at the top of the damn table. Life comes at you fast. So we were saying, keep your feet on the ground, and man was saying quad. And we're like, what are we doing? Comes at you fast. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I was so pleased when we signed Gyökeres and Eze. So far, only Eze wrestles. So far, one only wrestles defenders, and the other one is a fucking statue. So Eze is really, I think Eze is used to playing freely in the Oliver Glasner system. Now he comes to Arteta's system. It's so structured. It's so rigid. You can tell that even if he looks slow on the ball, like when he gets on the ball, he had a passage of play on the right wing in the first half where he got into the box and didn't know what to do with the ball. But in an Oliver Glasner system, there was always movement because they played through him. But now Arteta is pass here, move there, pass here, move there. He didn't all of a sudden figure out how to play football. How is it that we signed one of the best creative 10s in the Premier League? He looks like that. You sign one of the most prolific strikers in Europe. He looks like that. Like, seriously, what attacker has Arteta improved since he's been here? What attacking player has come to Arsenal and has taken their game to the next level? Like, Unai Emery got a golden boot out of Aubameyang playing with Iwobi and shit. You know, playing up front too. Like I said, man was getting creativity from Iwobi, you know, Happy Feet and Mkhitaryan and that. Like, you seriously have to ask your question. Arteta might be a great defensive coach, and it stops there. You have to, the conversation may have to be steered towards, can he actually coach an attack? Because I believe you get any other manager in this squad and they look like they know how to play football. Damn, 4-0 Villa. Woo-ah. Woo-ah. I know Jordy Dread having a meltdown over there. I can't wait to hit him up later. City getting put in a zubi. Hey. So on UK Drilly, if someone has to win, I prefer that Liverpool wins. But a draw is what I'm fingers is crossed for today. Big up to you, Aaron. Big up to you, man. Appreciate the raid, bro. Love for the love, like Turkish says. Arteta failed to swap players that were fatigued. Saka, Trossard. Saka's riding up 2 minutes. The people are forgetting that this boy is nursing 2 hamstrings, you know? Surgery on one, and he did the other one this year. Saka were culpable for losing the ball that led to the free kick that Sunderland equalized from. Yep, Saka lost the ball. Zubi committed the foul. That's the second time Zubi has to, because you remember the Liverpool game, it was Zubi that had to foul because the midfield was getting played through. That's a buzz last score from 24 in the building, 11 likes. Hit that like button. Come on, people. Let's get to 20 likes. You know it's the target. Let me see what's the like count. Appreciate LFC Monster. What you telling me? We must. We absolute must get the 20 likes. What are we doing? And Arteta, we did need more defenders. We need someone to take the pressure off a midfielder. Yeah, you're inept, Jeff up. So that's the thing. The inept word, tactically inept, is what Jess called him the other day, which triggered you know who to go make a response video saying that we're not fit to wear the shirt. Yeah, that's man. I don't think he sits there and actually watch games and tries to enjoy them. I actually think man watches the games and think about what dumb shit am I going to make up to go say on a panel. Like, what dumb shit does Terry Flores want to hear from me today to make his views go up? What stupid shit can I go on Never a Pal to say to try to rattle Cass and Big Preach and Wolfie and that? What dumb shit can I make up to go say on Big Sixpence? That's it. Like, it has to be a show at this point. Like, no one is this ridiculous. No one. Damn, Villa putting a hurting on Bournemouth, you know. Unai couldn't do something for us last year. Oh, man. I mean, last week. Losing at City, a normal thing for us LFC fans, but it's the consequences of losing today that's different. We lose no title this year. I'm like right there. So 2 games ago, I was like, if you lose against Villa and you lose against City, I'm counting you out. But that was based on us picking up our 3 points and you losing. So I think 5 losses you may be able to get away with, but 6, I don't know, losing 5 of your first 11 is not title winning form, not gonna lie. But once you see Lord Teta start to crumble in match week 11, dropping points from winning position is what annoys us the most. Like, you were winning the game, brother. You know, I was this close to giving him credit to, hey, you went down 1-0 at Newcastle off a set piece. You did well. Now, Ballard's goal may count as a goal from open play, but it came from a set piece. Like someone said in the chat just now. Right? Set piece lobbed into the box. Ballard just reacted quicker than everyone. And he got so much power. And I'm not even going to blame Riot for that one. Riot does have some culpability for the second goal, though, because if he stays on the line, he saves that. The ball went dead center in the middle of the goal. If he stays on his line, he can catch that. But in his defense, when he looks and he sees Gabriel is sandwiched between two defenders, between two attacking players, I understand why he steps out and reacts to it. But if you're going to step out, David, you have to get there. And it should be 5-0. Ooh, he puts it wide. Ryan Marlin puts it wide. Oh, my days. Ah, man. UK Julie at the assembly, you're right, but it's going to be mad. Things Arteta FC is shambles. It is, man. You can say all the things you want about Arsenal. They'll agree that the club needs to do this, the club needs to do that. But the very second you talk about Lord Mikel, you get called everything but your name. You offer any one of these guys $15.6 million, they come to Arsenal. 15.6 million pounds. Let me correct myself. Yeah, that's about 18 mil USD. You offer any one of them. Because Enrique, I don't think now, even though they have Qatar money, I don't think they're paying him that. Because Zidane never made this at Barca, at Real, and Hansi Flick is definitely not making that. My Giza, big up to Aaron, man. Appreciate the raid, my guy. Big up to Miss Melina. Hope you are good. Arsenal lose and you can't find them on any show. Arsenal win and they're like garden weeds everywhere. Everywhere popping up. So it was good for the algorithms this week, because Arsenal lost and it feels like a loss. And I might as well just say it, you drop points and when we're this hungry and we're this starved, we kind of need, 3 points against newly promoted teams, right? The game is not played on paper. But remember the first year, the first failed title charge in 2023. We drew both games to Southampton. We drew 1-1 away at St. Mary's and then 3-3 at the business end of the season. 3-3, We let Southampton score 3 goals at the Emirates in the title running. And they went down. Sunderland is coming. Now they did buy a lot of players, and they do have some good players. That McKeely and Granite, Ballard, Isidore. They have some good players, but shit, man, we were leading. That's what stings the most. Best squad in the world, best manager. The other week we talked about the things we trust more than Arteta with a 6-point lead versus City. A fart when you have diarrhea, Bill Cosby making your drinks and all that. That's the type of stuff that we talked about. But now that 6-point lead today can be 4. And we ain't seen him. Didn't see him yesterday. A couple of people accused him of hiding, but he's back, people. He's back. He didn't hide. Boy 10 is in the house. Boy 10 with all the chest. Mr. Chesty. Anfield the Red. By the way, how is that City back line meant to deal with our attack? Vardio Diaz. It's not the worst back line in the world. I don't think Diaz is terrible. Diaz was in world-class conversations not too long ago. Vardio, Nico O'Reilly has done well. He got John Stones and Ake to step in and try to do a thing. But the bench is strong. City got a strong bench, Oscar Bob, before he broke his leg last year, was looking real good. Rodri's out the squad today, lack of fitness. But the City bench, Savino, Bob, Marmouche, Reinders, Ait Nuri, Rico Lewis, Ake, Stones. Not a bad bench. It's better than the Liverpool bench. Yeah? If Liverpool's starting 11 don't get it done, there's not much on the bench you can go to. You got Chiesa and Gakpo, Rio, but Isak is on the bench. But how fit is he? Probably not fit at all, because if he's fit, he starts today. Definitely starts. But it's not the worst back line in the world, Anfield the Red, to be fair. Nunes versus Wirtz. Talking about verse with the 0011 GA. We run Brentford. You're having a laugh. We drew, but in my opinion, but I'm not too down. It just reminded me why we won't win the league and to enjoy the ride. But I don't know if I know we're not gonna win it. If you know the end of the movie, it's hard to enjoy the movie, isn't it? I I rather if I'm thinking like that, I much rather switch my energy to the cups and be like, at least we can win the cups. But I do think the squad is good enough to do it. Arteta just needs to unfuck himself. So if City and Pool draw and nothing changed, what are people saying then? But yeah, you're basing the entire chest on an if now, brother. But what if they don't? Right? What if they don't? But your if saying that they draw is no different than an if saying that they don't. We're still winning the quad, but fan base has a weak mentality. So this is egal energy right here, Boyton. And I don't even think egal would say no shit like this. You know, I might be doing egal a disservice saying not saying you're not winning the quad equates to a weak mental. Nah, man. Quad has never been done. So if you just a logical train of thought to say that a manager who's never won the Premier League, has never won the champs, he's never won the EFL Cup, all he has is one of the trophies, he's going to go from none to all of them in one season. A season when he's demonstrating the same thing that has cost us Premier League titles is a bit much for me. Not gonna lie. BBK, we didn't let Southampton score 3 goals. Blunderman had a game plan. 3. Mad, man. Wharton, I was trying I was tapping out if you died under a knife getting a breast reduction. And he shows up. We do this every time. Big up to Guna Rican. What you saying, bro? You good? Are you about? Let me know if you're about, man. If you want to hop on for a bit. We do this every time. And then in May, if we don't win, they will blame everything but the one constant. Yeah, and it rhymes with Brickell and Fraudteta. That guy. Just let me have a look at the results, people. It looks like it's full time in a 4-0, yeah. What a performance by Villa. Who got a red card for Newcastle? Palace drew another clean sheet for Palace. Big up Palace Nation. Who got a red card? Big Dan Byrne. Right. Yeah, Jordy Dread. Newcastle are down there, you know. Right. Newcastle are 1 point, 2 points off the relegation zone. Long. I'm gonna troll Jordy Dread later for real, for real. Singing and dancing in September but crying in May. Something sounds like that. Quad, you know. I'm saying quad. Yeah, big up to UK Julie, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you checking out the channel. We're glad the algorithm found you, my bro. So my net cut off. All good, man. We can still win the title. If we forget this and come back with wins versus Spuds and Chelsea, then we are still in the driver's seat. Yeah, we need to rack up more wins. So if you take the Champions League games, the fact that we beat Atletico and win in Handeslavia Prague, we can afford to draw against Bayern and still be calm. But the fact that we drew against Southampton, now all of a sudden we have to win against Tottenham and Chelsea because they're back-to-back. We drop points versus Tottenham, then the Chelsea game, they can go above us. And all of a sudden, we're not talking about Liverpool and City anymore. We're talking about Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. I don't think Arteta is built for that. He ain't about that life. Complete meltdown if in 2 weeks Chelsea are above us in the table, which can happen because we saw in 2 match weeks, we went from a 1 point deficit or a 5 point deficit behind Liverpool to 1 point ahead. Big up to Guna SC. Even if City beat Pool, we're still doing the quad. It's all ifs and musts, yeah? You can't unfuck the fuck. There's no unfucking Arteta. Only Arteta can unfuck Arteta. Yeah, but I don't even think Igala said quad. So he said some He has said shit like, even if we get slapped up by Madrid 4-0 and we don't win anything this season, I still wouldn't sack him. And he stuck by it because I thought he still sacked him. Still ain't sack him. But we still have Arteta at the helm. So obviously he isn't sacking. But he also said if he doesn't win anything this season, no excuses. But I don't believe that. I do believe that there's an excuse coming. There's an excuse being lined up where next season we get him a left winger like Semenyo. He wins the Premier League, or he'll go as far as to say the quad shit that Boateng is saying. Yeah, he wanted young. Most of us, I think Sheldon and Boateng, I think all you two have been consistent on your position on Victor Gyökeres. I hear it, but the conversation at the time wasn't Isak, Ekitike, or Gyökeres. It was Sesko or Gyökeres. And most Arsenal fans who wanted Gyökeres were saying, hey, we need a win-now striker. We don't have time for another project. Yeah, I'm sure. Like the thing, UK Drilly, big up, bro. Why does Semenyo have 0 points even though he played for 90 minutes? He should have 1 point. At least he must have picked up a yellow or something. My FPL is not looking too good. I think that if you think that he is ending a draw, you are deluded. Worst case scenario this season is the league and a cup. Like Boateng, you heard me say, give me both the cups. You give me both the cups. I am silent. I'm quiet. I'm not the Premier League bus guy. I'm not running away from that. Now, most people who are on this side of the fence are saying, even if he wins the league, I want him sacked. That's not me. But I won't argue with them. Like, there would be no sad bone in my body when Arteta leaves this club. Like, me and what's his name? Vigilante, gentleman's jack celebration when he gets sacked. And we're going to do the 24-hour marathon stream. Whether it's 4-hour shifts, 6-hour shifts, 3-hour shifts, we'll pass it off to one another like a blunt. Hey, I got this time slot, you get, but we're doing a 24-hour marathon whether we win the Premier League or he gets sacked, whichever comes first. I'm cool with. Now, if both of them happen, we win the Premier League and sack him, then it's a 48-hour marathon, one for each. One to celebrate the trophy and one to celebrate him being sacked. Every season, August to October looking good. November to February losses are developed. March, May pressure. Looking forward to next season. No trophies again. Season in the season out. Season in season out. Yeah, it's facts, man. But man, then will pop up in the stream and pretending like we haven't seen this movie before. Man will pop up in the stream and pretend like we're speaking this way for nothing, as if we have paid pain experience in believing in this club. Of course, Frank plays Richarlison as soon as I put him on the bed. Brother, that fucking Yao Pedro, as soon as I sub him out, he scores. Not sub him out. I did my wild card and took him out my team and he scores. Now he's back in my team next week or next match week. Who Chelsea got? Burnley. Watch him shit the bed. Yeah, big up, bro. Man doesn't respect. Arteta not walking if he somehow doesn't win the trophies. No, hell no. He's not walking away from 14 million, 15 million. 7 major injuries. So, and we can't let this run. We have to push back at this narrative, bro. Like, you had options on the bench yesterday. The 7 injuries are a problem. But this is not match week 33. This is match week 11. You're leading away at Sunderland. You have Max on the bench. You have Dauman. You have Norgard, who people told us was better than Jorginho. These are your signings. Like, what are we talking about? He fucked it yesterday. Big up to Shane. Love my brother, Shane Guna. Make sure that you are going over to Shane Guna, people. I think he has the off-topic podcast today as well. Big up to Shane. Let's see what we're saying here. City. Man. What are we saying for the game, people? I got a 2-2. Got City, Liverpool drawing 2-2. I think that's the best result for us. Injuries are not an excuse. Anyone saying that shit is an Arteta sexual. There's no injury excuse this season. Use the fucking depth or give the job to. So now I'm confused, boy, because this is what we're saying. This is exactly what everyone who's saying that we're not going to win the league because he does shit like this. But his statement yesterday said we had 7 injuries. We won 10 games in a row, but we've had 7 injuries and blah, blah, blah. He's the one who made the excuse, not the defenders of him. Now, of course, Arteta is his own Arteta sexual, but he did this. He said that. Concentrate on the cup. On the cup first, look like he a F1 wonder so far. He a one FA Cup wonder so far. So you good with extending it? No, I'm not good with that. What I'm saying is I'm not the Premier League or bust thing. There are other trophies to be won. So if he wins the Champions League this year and finishes second, I don't okay. We went 26 years without a league title, right? But we're Champions League winners for the first time. If he wins the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, and the Champions League, that's a fantastic season. I actually think that's a better season than just winning the Premier League alone. Because now Arsenal names will forever be amongst European champions. So I'm not Premier League or bust. But there are people saying, hey, fuck the other trophies. I only want the Premier League. Like, what? No, I'm not on that. That's why I always say our injuries are extremely convenient. Example, Saka out for the season, we draw Madrid, all of a sudden he's fit again. You better have all Chelsea players in your FPL when we play Chelsea. Nah, man. I'm gonna mix it up a bit. Liverpool do business and don't make me crash. Do the business and don't make me crash out. Yeah, we don't lose today, Liverpool. You know, we're not gonna put the bar up here and be like, "Hey, Liverpool, you must win, you must win." But we're gonna say is, don't lose. Or it's like you have one job. Don't lose today. Norgard better than Jorginho. None of our current. Yeah, better. That's what I was told. This is what I was told. It was the narrative around Norgard was he's good business, is prem proven, and he is better than Jorginho. I'm like, fucking hell. I'm not sure. Now, before the Partey thing broke, I was like, if Partey became the Jorginho, like the third option, and then we had Rice, Zubimendi, and Partey playing the Jorginho role, I was like, okay, midfield depth is there. But this guy is 28 and he's leaving and never played Champions League football in his life for a reason. Not gonna lie, there is, and I would say to people, tell me how many games you watched last year of Brentford, and you walked away saying, "You see that damn Norgard? He was cooking." No one could tell me that they did that. Arteta don't get to make that excuse, but he did. Those are literally his words. Big up to LFC Monster. He put it in the chat yesterday, and his post-match press conference. He went on a word salad where he talked about we won 10 games in a row, and we have 7 injuries. 7 injuries didn't put Mosquera on the field and took off Eze. My PR runs harder. There's no injury excuse, particularly when the manager doesn't want to use Nwaneri or MLS. Can Nwaneri not play or something? Nwaneri signed a new contract, so he could play. And I'm worried that if the manager don't play him, and then he could lose him mentally. He really could. Doesn't trust the youngsters. If you don't trust them, my thing is don't put them on the damn bench. Don't just put them out there to make up numbers. Bro, remember when I said Arteta will absolutely fuck the season up? Well, it starts here. You say we have a super team to win, but not forget we have a shit manager. And that's where it is, right? That's essentially what it is. Arteta will get in his own way. It's like the Dallas Cowboys of the EPL. Everything is in place for you. You have the best squad, you have the best defense, you have this, you have that, you have the continuity, you have the backing of the board. Most of the fans love you. He has everything. But the one thing that he doesn't want to have that he does have is pressure, and he's not dealing with it well. He's having a hard time dealing with the pressure. We can't deny that. That sub yesterday was a panic pressure sub. I'm under pressure. Let me throw in a defender. It's not, I'm under pressure. Let me try to see out the game. Could have did better. He could have did better. Everyone said it started at City, at Pool and City too, you know. Yeah, season's not fucked, but we just made it harder for ourselves. I also think people aren't giving Sunderland credit. They may well finish top four now. Sunderland is not finishing top four, bro. They're not. Sunderland might be this year's Forest because it doesn't look like it's going to be Bournemouth, because Bournemouth had an ascension. They will be up there, but listen, you remember in the prediction show with me a couple of weeks ago when they were playing against United, and everyone was telling me they're going to beat United. I'm like, United going to slap these men up. I didn't say United going to beat. I picked United to beat them 2-1, 2-0 actually, and it should have been 4. They're going to have good games, but they're not finishing in the top 4. I had to bet money on that. Facts of the situation is we were leading. We were leading in the 90-plus minute. The best defense in Europe shouldn't concede, especially when another defender is thrown on. I'll tell you what, the pressure is on. I want my FA Cup back or go. I want the league title or go. Make UCL history or go. I don't think he up for it. Then go. Hey man, give me the Carabao in there as well, man. I mean, throw me the Carabao. Give me the Carabao and the FA Cup. Hey, calm. But it can't be just the Carabao, right? It can't be just the FA Cup. But champs and a cup. I will say, hey, Premier League, we try for you next year. I'll be the next season merchant if we're holding up the big ears. UCL history. I'm here for it. Blunder man stringing up a piece of box up his speaker back outside. There's no excuse for Arteta this season. If I was managing this shit, I'd come back with a trophy. Hey, big up yourself, man. See how you back yourself there. It's a double or this guy's in trouble unless he's won a UCL solitary trophy. Has to be something. Double two. Throw the other two in the bin. The players won the game for Arteta. He just had to steer the ship by making so. Yeah, I mean, we're agreeing there. I feel bad for Trossard, man. What a strike. Moment of brilliance. That's one of the strikes where you can hold your hands out and be like, hey, Martinelli, this is my spot. This left wing is mine. This is why you gave me a bumper contract, blah, blah, blah. Moment of brilliance. Bang. That was taken away from him. Man didn't get to have his moment of glory in the Stadium of Light, where everyone is going up there and losing, because they haven't lost there. Yeah, you Arsenal, you go there, you lay the market down, be like, hey, this is why we're going to win the Premier League. Because this tough stadium that no one is winning, we can win there. Didn't win. Arsenal Misfit says, I disagree about the sub. Arteta screwed up by playing the failed Arteta ball of the last 2 seasons when we played City and Liverpool. We would have smashed them had we played more direct. I just think we needed an outlet in the last 9 minutes of the game instead of inviting pressure onto ourselves. The ball kept coming back and kept recycling because he was okay with defending and for the rest of the game, and that cost us. As soon as we scored, we were up the pitch, so we could have been up there. I'm on quad. I'm saying the least acceptable thing Arteta can come back with is a double. If he's as good as World Football wants to think, then it's a quad season. I like the term blunder man. It slaps. Yeah, the assembled been calling him blunder man for the longest. Arteta is back of the top of the frost because he's moving more sus than Emery again. The chest gone. Chest is going back in. Smash us is a bit. Can't remember the last time Arsenal smashed us, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a minute. And the last time we smashed you was what? Arshavin? Arshavin banging four? I come into the chat saying we're winning the quad. So the quad is your expectation. The double is what you'd be okay with walking away with, right? So you're negotiating. You really want 150 salary. So you go into the table, say, I want 200. They come in at 100. You say 180, they say 120. You say nah, you say 160. They say 140, and then you're at a stalemate, and then be like, hey, 150, last offer, take it or leave it. And you shake hands and walk away. Well, each side think they made a good deal because you really wanted 150. That's what you got. They could have paid you 200 but wanted to talk you down, and you met in the middle at 150. Come. So it was a double was really on the cards. Winning the quad, he said. You man got to get some chess. One draw and you're moving like it was a 5-0 juggling or something. So that's the thing. Whenever we lose, whenever we drop points, the people with the chess will say, calm down, it's only one loss or one draw. But when the people without the chess say, bro, you're going too early, you're talking about quad in match week 9, calm down. You see? It's like it's one extreme to the next. Because that's what we're saying. We're saying it's match week 9, match week 10, match week 11. There's 84 points to play for. How are we declaring victory already? So it's never, oh, let me calm down. It's always one side telling the other to calm down. And I'm more inclined to believe that the side that's not declaring victory after 9, 10 weeks is the more thoughtful and logical train of thought, especially when we see how this team operates historically, recent history at that, not 08, going decades back, like last year history, year before that. They're both absolutely clueless when a little adversity shows itself, like deer into the headlights. Yeah. Stands there. Bro, what are you? Matter of fact, this is the point where I wish like we had a stronger captain on the pitch to just ignore the shit out of him and be like, bro, the hell, we're not gonna just stand in that box and absorb pressure. The next time the ball comes in, don't just head it out. Look for a pass. Look for an Arsenal shirt. We push up the pitch and we keep the ball. Because we win this game, he can't tell us shit. You're not allowed to say the truth about blunder, man. That in certain spaces, man. You stay in certain spaces, they will come after you, call you everything but your name. Still putting all kind of trapdoors in your chat. Back your chat, quarter bust. Fact is, this manager ain't winning jack shit. He's useless, and it's showing. He has to show us, man. Like Arteta can't tell us anything. He has to show us at this point. There's nothing he can say. And this is one of the reasons why we're saying after match week 8, it's calm. Match week 9, bro, the big blue shark is out there for a reason. Dan Burn mentions the Man City game. That might be a plus. His big clumsy ass. And you said it. You said it. If Arteta wins you man a cup, I'll be a little scared thinking the process might be banging. After 6 years, then you're well within your right as an Arsenal fan to say, about fucking time, innit? And let me know who you support, UK Drilly. I don't want to assume. Big up to you. I, I forgot yet again. I can't be honest. You can hear. You can hear. I don't know about the other chat rooms, but you can be here, bro. It feels like a lost boy 10. We had 3 points in the bag with 90 something minutes on the clock. And we drew 14 of them. You draw 3 games, you're technically undefeated. Yeah, but you got 3 points. The same 3 games, you lose 1 and win the other 2. You got twice the amount of points. Draws are dead games, You will get the smashing soon. Last time City said that 5-1, then fuckers started parking the bus and they play us. I mean, someone might get smashed up today, but I don't think City getting smashed up at their own stadium. But I tell you what will send shockwaves through the football universe is if City slap up Liverpool today. If City slap up Liverpool today, Arteta himself gonna shit his pants today. He will, because then he realized that you have to go to that at the business end of the season when they came to the Emirates and you played cowardly and benched Eze again for the 1-1, and Eze had to come on and save you a point. If he sees a badass performance from City today, brother, full-blown bottle gene is right back up in him. First of many. So we got 2 in the cards already. Draw at home versus City. Draw away at Sunderland. Not good results. With a couple losses tossed in for good measure, you're going to hear me talk about it's not the end of the world. You say it 3 more times and it's the end of the season. But you can't act like we're the title race when we're 6 points clear at the top, guys. If Liverpool were 6 points clear, but Liverpool were 5 points clear and went 6 points behind in 4 match weeks. That's what I'm saying. A nasty November, this shit could happen to us. That's what we're saying, karma. Having a 6-point lead in match week 9 and declaring the title is criminal. I don't trust Arteta with a 6-point lead in match week 29, let alone match week 9. We'll see what the chatter is. I mean, I might. So I have an event. I have a charity event that I have to do right after the game. But depending on how the game go, if there's a conversation to be had, I'll be right back here after the game. If you man will be around. You bottled 3 points in the last minute with UK Drilly. I'm glad when the rivals say it. The anger and frustration comes from being the missed opportunity with your 2 biggest rivals playing each other, and you're drawing away at the Sunderland after winning with little time left. Yep, we've seen this movie before, bro. All the episodes, the movie, the series, we know the plot. I've worked it out now with Blunderman. The truth is lies, and the lies are truth. So he's going to win something, which means. Hey, all right, big up, man, big up. 8 point. I've seen us 8-point clear with 6 games to go. Yeah, we've seen it. Not the same movie. We've heard that too. Like we've heard this many times. It's different this year. Now it's different this year. Had legs based on the amount of clean sheets we were keeping and not even conceding shots and all that. Lemon Atletico. It did have legs, but then he goes and do this. So you win 8 games without conceding to conceding 2 in 1. Yeah. Oh, Burn did a madness. Did he score a better goal than Trossard? Need to go look now. I haven't seen any football today, any highlights or anything. Yeah, man. I don't know. So what you saying? You still got it, yeah? Yeah, are you one of, you're not one of the Liverpool fans that's saying, "Hey, it's Arsenal's title. It's still yours." Yeah, it's still yours to win. I'm saying two more losses and it could be tough. Damn near write you off if you lose 6 out of your first 12. That's half your games. We didn't get the grace of having a thin squad excuse when we fell off 2 seasons ago. So I won't allow that to be used in the defense of Arteta or Arsenal. Yeah. Thick skin over here, LFC Monster. We don't run away from it. This is no excuse zone. Big up to you. With Klopp, he used the youngsters. He won the damn, what's the name of the youngsters? He won a cup with them. Used the kids to beat Chelsea. Big up the top side, Highbury. The biggest problem is KSC. Can't do anything they want. Can do anything they want. And most of the fan base won't do anything about it. Same as the NFL franchise owners. Yeah, KFC are a problem in general. But KFC has given Arteta a squad to win with. And if we're specifically talking about yesterday's game, KFC ain't got nothing to do with that. This was Arteta all the way. So I do agree that KFC is the bigger overarching problem. But yesterday, I said KFC, motherfucker. You heard me. Cronky Sports Enterprise. Fuck you, man. No karma. We are winning the quad. I need you, man, to honestly put away this humble bundle shit that Haaland has cursed the fan base with. Nah, bro, this was Haaland. Ain't nothing to do with Haaland, but we have to be humble when we don't win. You get chest from winning. Like a Man City fan can walk around with all the chest. I don't understand this idea of having chest without winning. I don't know where that comes. When did they start doing that? When did that become okay? Is that when the fat chicks started to call themselves tens? When did that become okay? Brother, we also use youngsters. Why you want a medal for playing youngsters? Because they won with it. They played a final and won with youngsters. To be honest, I never expected Arteta to win the league. So the fact that he started the season so good surprised me. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. But if he wins an FA, then I'm like, maybe the process, bang, 6 years later. Oh my days. Listen, people, make sure that you are hitting the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed to the channel. I don't even know if I was in subscribe only mode. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But in the event that I didn't, make sure that you are helping a brother out and you are hitting the subscribe button on the channel. We do this daily, and I'm glad to have you. Humble bundle shit, get off of it. I can't. Like my brother View said, I can't. The club has to give me something to be chesty about. And if you say if you say we need to get up the humble thing, yeah, we will. There's a reason why a lot of rival fans don't want Arsenal to win anything, because we will be unbearable. And I'm included in that bunch, but I'm going to wait until we win. I'm going to be unbearable when we win. Egal is unbearable now. Positive Dan is unbearable now. I don't know any humble winners yet. We're not winning. We win. Full-blown troll. No way we win in the league. Rah, you don't believe you can make up 7 points out of a possible 84, yeah? With world-class players. You have world-class players, a winning manager, the best center back in the world. No chance. Mind you, I do recognize that Liverpool have a thin defense this season. Should I omit that excuse? Unless we get back shots off City and we go on a streak. We should win back to back. No excuses. uh, hey, yeah, big up Sheldon, man. Big up to you, bro. Um, but he's not counting those LFC Academy graduates as depth, BBK. Fair? Um, I mean, if the conversation is who has the better squad or the deeper squad, you know, it's Arsenal, obviously, but it comes down to the starting 11, and it's a different conversation. Spoilers in the chat. Has City scored yet? We didn't buy Arsenal to win trophies. Didn't lie. Wenger giving no money because he'd win. The other man giving money because he can't win. Shrewd business. Can imagine if we gave Wenger all his money, bro. Wenger would be cooking. If that's the case, then we can't count Nwaneri MLS dominance depth, albeit reason not to consider Diamond adequate depth. We could have used his depth yesterday. Not gonna lie. Hey, FC Monster, big up, man. Wait till you see Egal when we win. I'll be so happy. I wouldn't care who I saw. You know, I want to see everybody win. I want to see all the rivals, all the people who I disagree. Because when you win, you don't care. You're at the top. Over the course of 28, 38 games, you've been the best team, the most consistent team in all of English Pyramid. That's something to worth celebrating. Hate watch. Now my timer is, I might be a little behind on the game still. I may have the first 45 minutes in me. I do have engagement at 10. It's 8:30 now. Yeah, so the government is still shut down, y'all. The government has still shut down, so I'm helping out some low income families, some federal workers who aren't getting paid, and some lower ranking soldiers who are struggling because they don't know if we're going to get paid this next pay period. So I got that engagement at 10 where doing some work with the churches and some farms and giving out turkeys and all that stuff for those families. It's 8:30 a.m. right now. I got that engagement at 10, so I can do a 45, the first 45. I don't want to keep the troops late. And that's the reason why I couldn't even commit to the off-topic show with Shane Gooner, and the reason why I couldn't commit to the catch-up. But, you know, I can vibe with y'all, man. It's cool. I love it. UK Drilly, Mr. Liverpool said, I was saying, no way I'm backing my team. I'm not backing my team. Liverpool winning the league 100%. Fair play, my guy. So here's the thing. After what I didn't, not say I didn't like, what I was surprised at is after Liverpool lost to Chelsea, I saw way too many Liverpool fans say it's Arsenal's title to lose. Normally, the Liverpool fans that I know with chest, the only thing they would say after losing at an away ground would say, wait till you come to Anfield. Got something for that. Hey, when you come to Anfield, we're going to bust that ass. Pause. But I didn't hear any of that. The energy shifted to it's Arsenal's title to lose. I was like, what's going on here? And this is one of the beauty of doing content. You know, you get exposed to so many different points of view. But that's what I was getting from most of the Liverpool fan base. So, well, we're out of it now after really the losing to Chelsea. But then that was compounded by 2 more losses. You see, Liverpool man them doesn't believe he can win. That's 1 man down. No, he corrected. He said they're 100% winning it. Slot in. Yeah, I think Mons and Cal went too early on the slot out thing. And you know what's crazy too as well? There were Arsenal fans who were saying that Slot should be sacked. I saw that. I saw Arsenal fans. I don't know their names. Because, you know, the terrorists, even their father is guilty of this, but the football terrorists, you know, they just bring on like smaller channels who are trying to get a name for themselves, and they just throw them on there so they can say stupid shit. And man, think if they make some crazy takes, you know, they'll gain a following. Like, bro, the people who follow Terry Flowers will follow Terry Flowers. One appearance on the terrace is not going to boost your channel. It's not. So you think if you get an appearance on Terry Fewell's channel and you go up there and say some stupid shit, you're gonna get a mass following? Nah, bro. That's not how this YouTube shit works. You have to build. You have to put in work and build organically, unless you come from like the AFTV umbrella where you have a name for yourself. But what these men do, they go on there and they were saying slot out. I'm like, how are Arsenal fans having? You notice that they'll have chests for every other manager but Arteta. They'll have chests for Slot. They'll have chests for Maresca. These men even had chests for Ten Hag. I have chests for everybody, but when it comes to Arteta, it's just excuses. Julie says, we are the current champs. Of course, I believe we win. We win stuff. You win silver medals. Well, we don't even get silver medals, bro, because we don't get the finals. You know, at least you get a runner-up medal. You get to the Champions League finals. You don't get anything for a second place finish. Anyone Slahowd is as deluded as Arteta fans saying quad. Mons, Cal. I'm not gonna say Big Preach. Big Preach wasn't slot out. He was much more measured. But yeah, there were quite a few that was saying slot out. Man, Foden could have did better there. How's the game looking, people? You know my ticker is behind, so who's ascending in the game? 7 minutes gone so far. Spoilers are welcome. Spoilers are welcome. Slot in, brother. He already shown you what he is. Usam clipped up all over YouTube saying the league is over for Bull. Yeah, he's another one. Another crazy one. But, you know. And I usually talk about them, man, who I think Hussam is another one. I don't want to speak out of term, but most of the man them who do YouTube full time have to keep their views at a certain level to keep, you know, the views and the sponsorships. So they have to be hyperbolic and say shit like that. You know, if you make money from YouTube, you have to. YouTube costs me money. I don't make anything. You got to stay away from Terry and his Dusty channel. You know, ever since he poked that little black thing, man has been an Arsenal apologist. You know that just everything he started clapping them cheeks every week. Man, make a Arsenal a scary video or the agenda against Arsenal. We're like, damn, she must have put that fire on him. He's either a closet Arsenal fan or she made him love Arsenal when she put that thing on him. If Odegaard have another good game when he's back to fitness, you'll hear Terry talking about Odegaard hips and how they move. Big up to Mr. Bad. Salute to you, BBK. No, salute to you, sir. I'm a Milwaukee Bucks and an Arsenal fan. I'm a New York Knicks and an Arsenal fan, my bro. I feel like I'm in purgatory when it comes to supporting these two teams. Doc Rivers not the right fit, in my opinion, just like Arteta isn't. So, Mr. Pants, I know you can appreciate whenever you see Giannis scores a bucket. Giannis does the Eucharist. He's a big. I think Giannis is an Arsenal fan, but he loves the celebration because, you know, NBA players, he gets a highlight. He's gonna try to, you know, patent Doku. Oh, Doku didn't score there. Oh shit! Ping pong ball. Man under pressure. Is that a pen? Oh shit! But yeah, big up to the Bucks, champions of what year was that? 2021 when they beat the Phoenix Suns. Slot out, crash out are because the United lost, and the way people play slot stubborn. The way we play slot stubborn ways, I think people just jump on that wave because of the whole he won it with Klopp's team BS, and the new players are struggling. Yeah, but the thing is, UK Drill, I approach stubbornness the same way I do respect when it comes to football managers, right? You know, like you have to earn respect, right? Respect isn't just given. You have to earn respect. I think being stubborn, you have to earn that shit. And when you win a Premier League, you kind of earn some of it. But when I see Amorim out here being stubborn, yeah, when I see Arteta out here being stubborn when you ain't win shit, come on, bro. Did they give a pen? Did they give a pen? Was a VAR check? My ticker is not saying a VARPin. Goddamn phone, grow your legs. The problem is who is wrong with an opinion. Yeah. And they say opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and most of them stink. Big up to Mr. Paz, though, out there in Milwaukee. Probably cold as shit out there right now. We got pretty good weather out here in the West Coast. I didn't mean that about the terrace. You you want to watch it? Watch it. Because it's because I do content and because that channel is so popular. It doesn't matter how much I hit not interested, it still pops up. The algorithm is forcing you to watch. The algorithm is saying this is one of the best videos out because of the amount of people who watch it. YouTube wants you to watch it, so he keeps sending it to you. So my football content. So, but every day, Usam said Arsenal was winning the league last season and doubled down this season, probably getting paid by. Yeah, it's definitely getting paid. Definitely. Positive and negative equals cash. So they awarded the pen. Erling Haaland's taking the pen. And a little pushing and shoving going on there, Turkey. And I think, oh, he missed it. They said the ball never lies. He missed it. Yes. He fucking missed it. Mr. Stay Ombele missed it. Pressure moment, yeah. This is when they miss Rodri. Yeah, the ball don't lie, they say. Mohamed Dash. I almost started him. Wow. They're checking for encroachment or something. So he left. Oh, they're saying the goalie left his line early. Oh no, he's behind the line. He's good. They're trying hard to give City this win, yeah. Oh man, Mr. Paz. Yeah, I think Giannis is a big Henry fan. Yeah, I seen him on Sports Center highlight doing the Gyökeres mask celebration over and over. It's cold. I'm not gonna lie. The celebration is cold. But Gyökeres probably needs to be scoring a whole lot so we can see that more. Giannis can show us that every game. At least you've seen an NBA championship this decade as a Milwaukee fan. Can't be that bad. Yeah, I'm hoping Giannis would have came to the Knicks, but it's not happening. Big up the assembled saying 20 likes. BBK, the Knicks got a great fan base, but they have suffered more than any NBA team. I think because James Dolan banned a lot of your legends from attending games like Charles Oakley and that. Yeah, man got Charles Oakley escorted from the arena and that. But there's a good vibe around the Knicks this year. We're expecting to make the NBA Finals. Not saying win it, but even if we get there, man. OKC so deep. Denver still good. Clippers deep. The Lakers right now looking like they serious. Arteta won Pep's heart. So you believe he's earned the arrogance. Amorim won the Portuguese league, didn't he? Yeah, but Sporting Lisbon isn't United. You can't be at United losing to Grimsby and shit and talking about you will not change. Bernardo Silva should be booked there. A little rat. Shut down. Pen. Saying it was a pen or you were telling us that it was given. Don't tell me Amorim didn't win that Portuguese league with Yuck scoring as many as he did. Yeah, he won it twice. Honestly, I'm done watching football, man. And he kept paying for millions for a fucking Fubu subscription to watch us struggle against a promoted team is not it. Agree, broski. Ungrateful fans like Months and Cal moving mad on the YouTube thing. And there's a Chelsea fan, a crazy dread one, with the guys with the dreadlocks. I think his name is CB. He's been on Months' neck, calling him out, saying like, "Bro, what are you on? You on some spoiled child thing, talking about manager out after 9 games if the man just won you a title." You know, but like, bro, they were seriously on uh some slot out thing. And what was more of a disgrace is I was seeing Arsenal fans co-sign this shit, but when the conversation switches to Arteta, it's hey, we're gonna defend him at all costs. Man, defend him like he like his mama. Yeah, it was a poor penalty, boy 10. It was a poor pen. He went to his right, Marmadashvili's left. Uh, Imagine this. I need a draw. I need a draw. You remember that Rashid Wallace? Yeah, Wahaha. Hey, Wahaha, you might be older than me, you know. Wahaha's NBA knowledge is steep. You might have to get Wahaha on the panel for a show. And listen, people, make sure that you tune into the members only stream on Tuesday at 7 p.m. ish, UK time. You know, we're gonna chop it up, chop ins, reasoning, all them something there. Yeah. I talk football on here all day long on the member stream. It'd be damn near everything other than football. Q&A. I'm an open book. I'll tell it all. Foden on the ball, out to Doku. Doku going at Connor Bradley with a shit pass. Kirky right in the middle. Takes a deflection. He should have scored there. Liverpool look like they're getting overran here, folks. The legend, this guy got more technical fouls than Draymond Green. Like Rashid Wallace was the Draymond Green before Draymond Green. I wouldn't be surprised if we read like a memoir on Draymond Green and find out he was a huge Rashid Wallace fan. Like Sheed was his influence. Because Sheed was the reason they started suspending people for technical accumulation. You know, mad. Rashid Wallace. 2 things you could bet on every single NBA game, a Portland Trailblazers game, is that Rashid Wallace was going to get a technical foul. Do you guys think we win versus Tottenham and Chelsea? I do. I have a very good record against Chelsea, you know, and it'd be the most Arteta shit to, you know, go lose it. Or I keep saying lose because it feels like a loss, don't it? You can see the last goal and the other team celebrates. Feels like a loss. If it was 3-1, wouldn't care. But yeah, I think we win both. You know, it's Tottenham. We're not allowed to lose to Tottenham in a title race at home. So 3 points, even though they're very good on the road, their home record is shit, and it's at the Emirates. But yeah, we're not allowed to lose that game. Shit pass from Vitz. And Chelsea, very good record against them, but I can see us drawing that game. I can actually see us drawing at Stamford Bridge. We definitely beat Spurs. Worst case scenario, draw at Chelsea. I hear that. If Chelsea beat us, I don't know, lads. Give the jobs to Hines at that point because we just can't afford to be losing to Chelsea. I mean, we drew there last year. But the last time Chelsea actually beat us is when we had Pablo Mari in our back line. When Lukaku bodied him. 2021-2022 season. I lost all hope if we're 20 points ahead. I don't trust this fucking Butler manager anymore. No one can blame you, my guy. I'll see Hines lift this quadruple. Hello, and that's the center, and that CB is the most deluded Chelsea fan says. Says it all. The Chelsea gal. Yeah, that's the guy it's Mr. Standard. I'm Chelsea. I'm Chelsea. So he's another shock value merchant, right? Says a whole lot of shit for shock value. But standards, Chelsea, this and that. But when Chelsea got back, I think Chelsea had got the second last year. Last December, Chelsea had won a couple of games and were second in the league. And he started crying on stream. It means something to me. So I'm like, I don't know. That just for show, trying to get clicks and views. But I know Don. I know is he more deluded than Greasy Don? Nico O'Reilly on the floor. Nori might have to come on. I don't know, but I know them two don't fuck with each other. Drilly, them two, man. I see Saeed was on a stream one time with Don doing his midday thing, and then they secretly brought CB onto the stream, and Don left. They don't fuck with one another at all. So I don't know which one is more deluded. I think CB says shit for more shock, but Greasy Don explains away everything. Right? Every Chelsea game, every Chelsea player is better than every player at Liverpool, every player at Arsenal. But when they deliver shit performance, like when they lose at home to Sunderland, he explains away the loss. Right? So if you watch Saeed's show tomorrow, the midday, whatever they call it, it's a great show, I'm not gonna lie. You'll see Don will cook Arsenal. The Arsenal segment is going to be the longest tomorrow because we can see the 2 goals and we drop points to a newly promoted team away, right? But Don will conveniently forget that these men beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, the same Sunderland team. So he'll explain away everything. And tomorrow that Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0. They're the greatest team ever. Like anyone didn't see Chelsea was going to win that shit. I predicted 4-0. Chelsea 4. Now I'm gonna go through some of my other fixtures, my predictions, because the Waffle Don might be catching up to me, people. Because the Villa game, I predicted 3-1. Oh god damn! I predicted 3-1 Bournemouth and they lost 4-0. Newcastle, Brentford. What did I predict? A 1-1. Got that horribly wrong as well. Forest and Leeds. I predicted 2-0 Forest. So 2-goal margin. I got that one right. And the Palace and Brighton game, I went for a 1-1. So I got that result right. My God. Predictions are sucking. Pause. They're bullshit teams, but Arteta will struggle. We'll definitely struggle for periods of play in the Tottenham game. Not gonna lie, because away from home, Tottenham actually play good football. Because they're very good in transition. Transition is not their thing when they're at home because their team urges them forward in possession, and they're not good at that. Everyone must be doing watch-alongs right now. Where the hell is everybody at? Appreciate all 13 of you locked in still. Pick up all the silent listeners, man. Appreciate all the commenters in the chat. Everyone is probably over by the what's the place? The Mob. That Liverpool right there getting cooked. Yeah, they're giving text for saying the ball don't. Rashid would stare down the refs. He would walk around the court. And I seen him get a tech one time for staring down the ref. The ref said he was trying to intimidate him and gave him a tech. Yeah, big up. One for the day, lads. My head started to hurt thinking about yesterday, man. Pop your Panadol, Reggie. You'll be good. I have much of a headache, man. Big up, man. Hope you feel well. Hope you feel better. Have you seen Jaylen Brown using a lot of the hair dye his head rubbed off against the opposition player's shirts? I could see a massive black mark on the shirt. Shaq was grilling him. So I didn't see it until ESPN did a whole special on this. I'm like, ESPN, yo, pussy wolves. Oh my, why would you do that? That's embarrassing, You know, so I can only do that shit to men. If a woman had on a wig in the WNBA, no one would fucking, it wouldn't get away with that shit. But yeah, you know, I probably need some of the hair dye myself. You know, for the member stream, I'll probably go get a lineup and spray mine. But yeah, I did see that. How we man went from braids to bald overnight. And I'm sure he had braids um last season and the season before that. Proper Chels Chuckle Bros. Yeah, they do a show together. I can't stand Don. He's too much. CB2. It's okay. Some people can't stand me. Quiet, quiet. Yeah, but the thing with Don is just that he explains away all every other team's shortcoming, or he cooks every other team, but for Chelsea's mistakes and shortcomings, he explains all of it as an explanation for Enzo, for Palmer. When Palmer went like 4 months without scoring an open play goal, you know, he's just trying to explain away the fuckery. Yeah, pretty much it. This is pretty much it, Julie. Yeah, perfectly said in a concise manner. Honest deluded, CB is the rage bait troll, and this is the type of thing that you need to be to get on Never a Foul. Like you know that they say you need personality. Nah, bro, I'm not embarrassing myself on the internet for no one. If I don't believe some shit, is not coming out my mouth. You know, so I don't believe we're winning the quad, so I won't say it. You know, I don't believe that Chelsea is a bigger club than Liverpool. You know, so I won't say it. But that's the type of shit that CB goes on there and say. And then the chat goes on a madness. And then, you know, Caston Daps loves it. You know. Rashid Wallace staring down the ref and getting a tech is, yeah, you remember that one. I think it was Joey Crawford. Old ref named Joey Crawford back in the day, I think, was it? Just stared at him. Yeah, he saw that. Man did a whole 3 different teams, and it's they picked the 3 plays where he was driving at a player with a white undershirt. And straight off to Turkey. Hey, listen. Next year when I retire, probably after the World Cup, because I can't be having a hat on in the hot sun next year. So probably in the fall after the World Cup, I might go to Turkey and get my hairline back up here. That way, Euro 2028, when I'm in the UK, I have me a fresh hairline. I know it's early, but you know, pour me a little douce. Just a little bit. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, goddammit. You know, it's Veterans Day week. It's the week of the vets. Good. Bueno, bueno. Paint your hairline with a Sharpie, Carlos Boozer style. Brother. Carlos Boozer. So I met when I came back to Seattle in 2023. Oh shit, Holland scored. What a pussy was. He just had to be him, innit? Bomber ass clad. But yeah, I was saying I met Carlos Boozer in SeaTac Airport when I landed in Seattle when I came from Germany. August of 2023. Big motherfucker, you know. BMF. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Had to be him, innit? Yeah, I'm live, but I'm just vibing with the BBK legends in the chat. What? Okay. What's up, child? You good? Okay. Big up to UK Jilly, man. UK Jilly is a low-key underground legend, you know. Good vibe. Erling Haaland. Far corner. That damn Konate, you know. Julie, what you telling me about this Konate, brother? Every single highlight or low light, if you're a Liverpool fan, this season has him in it. Man City cannot win this game, people. Arteta is shitting his pants right now. We cannot have these men 4 points behind us, bro. We cannot. Haaland! Is this the cooking stream? Just saying a final goodbye for a little. Nah, not the cooking stream, Claire. Big up to you. Glad to have you. Make sure you check back in whenever you can. Hope you are good. Hope your uni stuff is going well. And City almost scored again. Liverpool getting ragdolled. But yeah, big up to you, Mrs. Olise. Right now I'm on shit. They got this damn. I'm on 31-12 at this second. So I'm almost a whole goddamn minute behind. I don't mind spoilers, man. Like I said. I'm on the most illegal stream, 5 minutes behind. Shit. Let me try to calculate how far I am behind right now. The actual game is on 32-40. Yeah, I'm a whole fucking minute behind. What's the pass? BBK, do you believe that Usain Bolt is the greatest athlete of all time? I have him and Michael Phelps as the greatest two ever. Greatest athlete of all time for me is probably Muhammad Ali. Greatest athlete of all time, him. I'd probably put Mike in there as well. But yeah, I definitely believe he's the greatest sprinter of all time, so he's in the conversation. So if I take the greatest sprinter, the greatest swimmer, the greatest basketball player, the greatest quarterback, and the greatest boxer, they all sit at the table. But I put Ali at the head table because of not only his boxing career, but his impact on the world. It's a good one still. Hey, take your time, Claire. Make sure you pop back in. Keep us updated on your progress. One-man army team. Now, we can't be having these men just racking up wins without Rodri. Because these men are going to have a fit Ballon d'Or Rodri business end of the season. Yeah, man. Roski Kanate had in Madrid like it was a joke thing. That is every single goal that they've conceded this year. You don't have to put the TV on wide field of view. Kanate is in it. Either he's getting out jumped, outran, clumsy, I can make the argument that Virgil has literally been carrying him for 2 seasons. Have these men getting called up for France? Because I remember people were like, "Oh, he's better than Saliba. He's the starting center back for France." Because Deschamps want to do some stupid shit and start him instead of Saliba. Don't mean shit, right? Maguire's the starting center back for England. It's for letting Leone get injured. Exactly 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm about 1 minute behind, man. Ali had the footwork of a lightweight at a heavyweight in the 60s. Ali beats every middleweight, every heavyweight of all time. Yeah, he's the guy for me as the number one athlete this race. Because when the conversation is that high of a level, then I guess we're taking everything into account. But Michael's impact on the league and culturally is massive. I think Say Iverson, say Allen Iverson had racked up a bunch of NBA titles. I think his name would be thrown in the conversation because of the impact that he had on the NBA. Man made the NBA had to do a whole new dress code because of AI. And he got Mike with the crossover. They changed the rules for him because he was out here embarrassing man. You know, AI. But yeah, Claire, we're rooting for you. We hope you get like, well, however they got the rankings in the unis. You know, whether you, I hope you're like top of your class and all that. You know, you can tell us what you're studying and all that stuff. I think Quad's studying some robotic things, some high quality stuff. You know. Iverson carry merchant. Nah, it looked like he was carrying. To carry, you have to put your palm underneath the ball. He had his hands were actually on the side. You know, but once he got Mike with it, the league was like, no, we can't have Mike out here being embarrassed. So we have to change the rule. Because you have some guys that because AI didn't have the craziest handles. There was a guy named Steve Francis that had some ridiculous. Matter of fact, I seen Stevie Franchise cross the shit out of AI himself in Philly. Prime AI. Stevie Franchise has some crazy crossover. Damon Stoudemire had some crazy crossovers. Jamal Crawford could crossover. You know. I heard that Iverson could be an amazing football player. He was. He was actually. He actually played college football at Virginia Tech. I'm not sure if it was Virginia Tech or VCU, but he did play college ball. Damn, I'm over 2 hours already. Oh man. But yeah, he was. Yeah, the step over. I know Ty Lue hates when that clip is shown. He probably closes his eyes when he looks. 1-1, yeah? Set piece? Is it a set piece? Whose set piece is it? Set piece again. Ole, ole. Shit. That's what we want. I predicted 2-2, but I'll stick with this 1-1. I'll stick with it. And I got the circle of death spinning now. But I just saw Mo Salah. Virgil. Set piece again. Set piece again. Ole, ole. Hey. There's still carry merchants around. Yeah. They are. I think Kyrie has the best handles in the matter. Not, I think Kyrie's handles are ridiculous. I do think Kyrie has the best handles in the league right now. You know, no way, chalked off. But a foul. Is a foul? Who's that? Who's that in the way? Robertson, old ass. Damn. Oh man, shit. Yeah, unruly. It's still 1-0. Damn, Andy Robertson was deemed to be in the line of sight of Donnarumma. Fuck, man. That piece, you know. Set piece again, ole, ole. Can't believe it. It's a rough, man. Bullet header too, you know. Fucking hell, man. Come on, Liverpool, we believe in you. Because Liverpool, we don't have beef, you know. We don't have beef. I don't have any beef with Liverpool. In the late 90s to mid 2000s when we were good, Liverpool weren't great. And in the Klopp era when Liverpool started to dominate, we were shit. You know, so the past 2 seasons we've relatively been challenging. Oh shit. Doku at the races. Diagonal. McAllister dealt with that. Well done, McAllister. McAllister forgets to track his man there. They're down two, you know. Normally you don't see somebody wearing number 10 track their man that deep. Wilson Fisk not happy. My God. There's time. There is time, you know. Yeah. PGMOL conspiracy again. I don't know what the hell Bernardo Silva has to do to get a booking. See, if you had booked him earlier, he couldn't have done that, you know. You need to start booking these City players early, especially the Pusios, man. Start booking Bernardo Silva early. He doesn't get to do shit like that. That's like his third time doing it. Him and Rodri are known for doing this. Book his ass early. You let the game flow. He's been doing that, and he knows he can get away with it. Why is Pep always playing with spit on his fucking lip when the camera's on him? Ugh, fucking nasty motherfucker. Stop putting. Yeah, some of them cameraman you love, man. You know. Who the hell want to see that shit? Mo Salah. First with a shit touch. Oh, Jesus. Why the hell is Marmadashvili on the halfway line? Looks like Doku's gonna get me some fantasy points today, y'all. For real, for real. Big up to all 11 of you still locked in. I appreciate you more than you know. It pissed me off yesterday that Arteta brought us up having injuries in the post-match press conference. So, Mr. Pads, it's been a 2-hour stream. Back in the 45th, 40th, man, we were going in. It pissed me off too, bro. As if having those players available would have made him put on more than one sub. And you pretty much subbed up what I just said in like a 10-minute rant in one sentence. This is spot on. And he gets away with that. Because none of the reporters really asked him. None of the question was, why did you only make one sub? Why did you make a defensive sub? Why did you put on a outlet that could relieve the pressure when you dealt with some of those incoming crosses? Nothing. Mendes just thought he was just going to be on some. They head it in, they kick it in, you head it out. You know, they put it in, you kick it out. You shit house, you waste some time. You do this, you do that. Man. Man City out here racking up points. And even if it would have, it means he don't trust the players that are currently on the bench. So it's negative either way effects. And the thing is, he takes credit for having the biggest squad or the deepest squad. He loves that. That feeds his ego. But if you're gonna make one sub in a game that you must win when your wingers are clearly tired in Saka and Trossard, then what's the point of having the biggest squad? You know? Talk about a rock and a hard place. Talking about something that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Another one. Kanate on the ball. Ibu Kanate with his clumsy ass. But yeah, you can't criticize Mikel, people. You can't criticize him. Thank you. He's beyond reproach. Then he said we have 7 attackers out, injured for months. That's straight up wrong. The journalists don't even question him. Yeah. So, funny enough, he never mentioned none of this shit. after the 4-0 Atleti. Yeah. After the Palace game, he never mentioned any of that. It was all good then. Yeah. But looking at the table now and seeing these men 4 points behind us, I don't like it. He never mentioned anything about injuries after the Slavia Prague game, after the 2-0 Burnley. Matter of fact, he was flexing his muscle at the Brighton game when he rotated an entire back five and won the game 2-0. No complaints of injuries then. So, do we believe over the course of 38 games that Brighton is a better team than Sunderland? I would think so. I know the table doesn't say it right now, but Brighton is an established Premier League team. Sunderland is new to this. So injuries wasn't a thing, and you rotated you used your squad, the best squad in Europe, to beat Brighton. Why can't you use it to beat motherfucking Sunderland? Come on, Mikhail. Mikhail is like my son when he's trying to explain away his missing assignments. You know, as an excuse for everything. But bro, they should still say missing. I'm Cherokee walking through the Liverpool box right now. Listen, Liverpool, I don't. Come on now, need to fix up. Arna, you need to fix up, Arna. Tottenham went there and bossed these men. Need some more. Don't tell me they scored again. Behind. Oh, 2-0. Oh, I guess I'll pour me another drink. Said peace, yeah? Pour me up a drink, I swear I need it. Put this in the timestamp, Claire. 2 hours and 12 minutes. BBK poured him another shot of Douce. Is VAR chalking this one off? Is VAR going to have a look at this? Comes out to Doku. Puts it in. Oh, there's no way. I am not this fucking far behind, blood. Did my stream freeze or something? Woo! Mikel Arteta. Oh, Lord. Is that Nunes? Who was that? Gonzalez? Is that Nico? Well, is that VVD with an assist? Yeah, Arsenal fans, we're in trouble. So Boyton was in here earlier with the ifs. If they draw today, it's just like last week, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Well, if mutton maybes, they turn into a reality now, yeah? Because we don't have to if it now, or we don't have to maybe it now. City are winning this game. Now, 2-2 still on, to be fair. And the next goal is crucial. But on the run of play, Liverpool don't look like they want this. Nico Gonzalez as a lone sixth is bossing Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. Anfield the Red was in here 2 days ago saying Gravenberch is Szoboszlai is the best midfielder in the Premier League. Remember that one, Wahaha, when you had to, when you even said Casemiro is better. I'm like, bro, he's not even the best midfielder in his own team. Nico, I haven't even seen him today. Sabozo, where's he at? Another Philly and Vid stinker so far. Come on, Arna. You need a big second half. Arna slut. Bet the slap. You know they will. You tune in later to any of the big channels. Like, Jesus Christ, Doku out here just rinsing, man. Won't be surprised if City go on one of those 12 plus game winning runs in the league now. It's classic City fashion. Yeah. If they pick up a head of steam, Mr. Pads, their next game, Newcastle, I've just heard Big Dan Burn is suspended. Then it's Leeds, Fulham, Sunderland, Palace, Forest. I think that's a cup game. Sunderland. Sound like all wins to me. Woo! Sticky out there. It's sticky out there, yo.
It's not pretty out there. Yeah. Sticky out there. Yeah. Slippery out.
Slippery out there. Yeah. It's not pretty out there. 2-0. Now, at some point, this has been a long ass stream. At some point, I said what the football world doesn't want today is for City to have a convincing win and punch up Liverpool. I'm telling you, bro, Arteta is somewhere shitting his pants right now, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Arteta is shitting his pants right now. In no second. Because on April 18th, he has to go there. He has to go get a heavy dose of this Man City team that will probably have Rodri in it. Any of us trust that he can get a result? Not I. Under pressure. Look like someone can't handle the pressure. Robertson, Van Dijk surrounding the ref. Bro, go to the dressing room, blood. Yeah, we knew that. We knew this would happen. We knew, but he locked up Mbappe. He locked up Mbappe is the best right back in the league. Remember Anfield the Red? Anfield the Red. His reaction there. Yeah. I forgot because he made the Szoboszlai take that was so hyperbolic and crazy. I forget that what he said about Conor Bradley. You know? Empty his back pocket and Mbappe fall out. Imagine locking up Mbappe and Vinicius and getting cooked by Garnacho and Doku. Because this Liverpool performance is just horrid. 2-0 with a City missed pen. Oh, brother, I even forgot about the pen, Mr. Pads. It takes a miraculous bottling from City to drop. Now, if Liverpool come out and score before the hour mark, we have us a game. But now, how do they approach this game? How do they get back into the game without getting killed? Because now, if you're Erling Haaland, all you need to do is stand on the halfway line. That's it. Just stand on the halfway line and let Cherki and Foden do the thing. And listen, people, Pep is not about to do some fuckery. He is not. You know what Pep's going to do? If Liverpool start to ascend in this game, you know what he has to call on? He has Reinders, Marmouche to bring on, Savinho with speed. So if Doku tires, he can bring on another winger. Is Isak coming on at the half to save the day? LFC Monster, who's been performed well? Who has performed well for Liverpool? Ekatike, how has he been? Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo Silva. getting the best of grabbing Bertrand Sabozla in the middle of the park. Verts was supposed to cook out left. It's not happening. Godfrey, man with the coolest first letters in the name. Big up to Godfrey. Big up, bro. Well, that game on Wednesday was a very brief respite from the shit this season. Yeah, it's gonna struggle versus Doku. Doku cook most right backs, except if your name is Urian. City are out for blood. The big blue shark, Godfrey. They are about that life, man. Big blue shark ain't fucking around. Bradley hasn't struggled. He's the only player who could walk off at halftime with his held head high. I think your goalie's been good. He saved the pen, deflection, and that header from Holland. He ain't getting nowhere near that. But now let me pause. Let me pause, people, and check my where is it? My fantasy team. Oh Lord. City. Looking at City. They got my brother Waffle Don. Gotta big him up. He was on City. I was saying City no Rodri, no chance. They have no Rodri, and they missed the pen on a 2 goals clear up on Liverpool. I got Martinez in goal. He did well today. 4-0 clean sheet. I got 12 points from him. Even saved the pen. Get in. I kept it Mbumo. Semenyo missed the pen, so he gave me 0 points. Someone was asking earlier how he played 90 minutes and got 0 points. That's why. There's the answer. You missed 2 points. Mr. Pen, you lose 2 points. Gahey didn't play today. Palace drew 0-0. So I got Mukeli to come in to fill that defensive spot. Right up. Godfrey. He is a mad one, man. He's an absolute madman. Yeah, people, I'm telling you. Arteta is somewhere looking at this, and he's not happy. Because it's not City pool. It's not Arsenal Liverpool. It's the PTSD of his daddy. His daddy, Don Guardiola, chasing him with a belt. 4 points behind, and you have to go to that. All of a sudden, all the people that was telling me drawing at the Emirates 1-1 to Man City is not the end of the world. You still think that was a good result? You see, when you know your shit and you're on your shit, you might not seem like you're right at the time. But a couple weeks pass and these men would have to go back into their shell, And it's not like I'm out for blood or out for apologies. But when you know your football, you know your football. And experience is the best teacher, they say. And when you see these young cats on AFTV just, spewing toxic positivity and putting a spin on everything, trying to convince you that a 1-1 at home versus City is a good result, no, the fuck it wasn't. Because fast forward 8 match weeks and look at 7. That was game week 4. Got to take Grealish out of my team now. He started good, didn't he? He started well, got a couple of assists. But yeah, I think if you do some shopping, you can find more value for your buck. Because right now he's on 6.8 million. His value is dropping. I Captain Mateta. My days. LFC Monster said, I will say this once and only once, that pen was a joke. 2 deflected goals and a goal disallowed when it shouldn't have. City fully deserved their 2 goals of their performance so far. That's a pretty good assessment, pretty good rundown of the game, LFC Monster. Mr. Pads say, BBK, I wonder if Liverpool will throw on Isak at the start of the second half and play with 2 strikers. I think he will So typically, what these coaches will do is that they won't make a sub right away. What he will do is make a tactical adjustment and give it 15 minutes to see if it works. Because out of a 45-minute half, 50 minutes is a good enough time to have a sample size of whether your tactical tweaks are working or not. Yeah. And if it's not working, then comes on Isak. Because if he's not fit enough to give you 30 minutes after the hour mark, if he's not fit enough to give you 30 minutes, then he probably shouldn't have dressed. I've seen worse fake offside calls. He was close enough to the goalie. I can understand why they gave that. We put ourselves in a predicament. We got to go win at the Etihad. Facts. Facts. So when they were saying it's not the end of the world, that motherfucking 1-1, this is why we were. Listen, don't ever apologize for having standards and calling shit as you see it. Okay? Because these goddamn top gooners will have you believing you are crazy for not accepting 1-1 as a good result at home. When these same fuckers were celebrating the 5-1 last year as if we had did something crazy. It's hard to accept still if you're a Pool fan. About the pen, there was a similar contact, but definite contact in the Newcastle game. They didn't give it, and people were outraged they didn't give it. In the Liverpool Newcastle game or the Arsenal Newcastle game? Because I remember we had a pen denied when Pope touched the ball first, but clearly fouled Gyökeres, but he touched the ball first, so it wasn't a foul. You believe that? That's crazy. Today's Newcastle game. Okay, I didn't see that one. I haven't consumed any football yet. So when I go to my charity event here in about an hour, I will catch up. Big up to Waha still, man. Waha's a fucking legend, you know. And keeps me informed. I never seen a worse offside call. When at Spurs, Robo was so far away from Donnarumma, didn't impede him at all. I don't think he impeded him. I think they're saying he's blocking his line of sight. Arsenal shadow box versus Liverpool. The other team actual box and land them punches. That part. Give me 1 second, yeah? I hate to rush us, but give me 1 second. I'll be right. Don't go anywhere. Yep. He's warming up, people. The English record signing, Mr. Alexander Isak, is warming up. If we ain't getting a pen for that Doku Kung Fu kick 2 seasons ago, we definitely ain't getting a pen for City. Yeah, he talking about that. It was McAllister that he kicked in the chest, wasn't it? Right out. Kung Fu kick. Robo isn't his eyesight. That's the thing. Donnarumma only looks at Robo after the ball went in the net. If goalkeepers appeal, they get the call. They're so protected. The ball goes in the net. The defenders can complain. The ref will be like, get over it. Get on with it. The goalie complains. It's given. LFC Monster doesn't run, man. He shows up. You agree, Godfrey, yeah? I damn sure agree. Because I need this game to draw. The thing is, right? We know what champions look like. We know what a team that's capable of winning the Premier League looks like. And when we watch City play, because we've seen him do it, we know what it looks like. When you watch Arsenal play, especially that performance that we put in yesterday, it doesn't look like a Premier League champion team in. Yeah, he don't run. You know what? And that's why I modded him. Make sure I modded LFC Monster because he is a goddamn a Liverpool soldier. He does not fuck around. So he has made a change, yeah? Who came off? Who got hooked? Stinker and hooked at halftime. No one. No change, yeah. So I think, yeah, he'll wait 5-10 minutes and then 10-15 minutes before he makes a stub. It's in the way of the ball. Goalie can't commit the same, expecting a deflection. But yeah, it's not clear. But have been worse decisions with that rule. I hear it. You think it would be a good idea for Liverpool to go to a 4-2-2, take a Verts, for example, and put Isak as the striker. Let me see what they're running right now. 4-2-2-2-2. One thing I say about the 4-2-2-2, they've never played that formation today. Now ain't the time to try it. You are not about to do no experiment right now when you're 2-0 down at Anfield. You try to experiment now, you lose this game 4-0. Think you could probably move Verts into 10, take McAllister off, and then you have a midfield of Verts, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Mo Salah, and then you put Ekitike and Isak in front of him. Or you can transition it into a 4-3-3 in or out of position if you like. But yeah, I don't think McAllister's been great. Yeah, I got you. He can't touch the ball. Let me look at his touches. He's had 10 touches, 2 touches in the opponent's box too. So your striker having 10 touches of the ball in 4 to 5 minutes of football is not great. Ooh, if Doku slides there, he scores. Yeah. When your goalkeeper has more touches than your strikers. Big up to AJ, man. Appreciate you popping back in, bro. Yeah. Mamardashvili has 24 touches and Ekitike has 10. When your goalie has 10 more, that's twice as many touches as your striker. It's long. You know, when your goalie has 24 touches and Szoboszlai has 24 touches, it's long. Same amount of touches as your 10, but the guy that's playing in the 10. Not enough. Let's see how many touches does Mo Salah have. 30 touches. Dates. Florian has 22 touches. Fucking hell. So there's your game, people. The goalkeeper has more touches than the striker and the record signing. It doesn't sound like a winning formula, does it? Come on, Liverpool. All of England, not named Manchester, is rooting for you. Or is the Nems curse back? The curse of the Nems. Arteta in well done. What's the excuse now? The excuse is we had 7 injuries and we're tired and the stadium of light is just difficult and this team is so good. Don't forget they beat Chelsea a couple of weeks ago and their home record is great. Blah, blah, blah. Word salad. No one cares, mate. Work harder. That's what my first sergeant used to say to me, you know. No one cares, Chief. No one cares. Well, I was a sergeant at the time, right? Back in my enlisted days. Because, you know, Chief don't really listen to first sergeant. Chief just listens to another chief. Or the colonel. Well, no one cares, Sergeant Chambers. Work harder. You haven't maxed your fitness test because you can get 300 points on your fitness test, right? In the Army. So you have a push-up event, you have a sit-up event, and you have a 2-mile run. 100 points each. First basis how many push-ups you can do, how many sit-ups you can do in 2 minutes, and how fast you can run your 2 miles. If you don't get 300, because you need to max these to get promotion points, first sergeant, the commander, your squad leader, everyone will tell you, no one cares that your shoulder hurts. No one cares that you rolled your ankle while you didn't run your 2 miles faster. Work harder. No one cares about your injuries, Arteta. Just work harder, bro. Keep going. Ooh, Salah was through there. Open goal. Who's that cleaning up? Why would he play that pass there? It was a hospital pass. These men are way too City are playing around in their own box with the ball. These men do not fear Liverpool. Are they? Please like the stream, people. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Salah needs to come off ASAP. I don't think Slot has the balls to make that decision. Because this is a must-win game. Minute number 2 hour and 39. BBK poured him some more Douce. It's a good ball in. And nothing. I like how City put the ball on the ground and play. Don't play this aerial shit. And they're on the move. They're on the move. I haven't looked at the chat for a spoiler. And that's a good block. Oh, and someone has a free kick here. Gunnar Bradley with the foul picks up a yellow. Trouble did it. I don't think Arne Slot has the ball to take off Mo Salah, bro. I don't think he does. And this is a must-win game. The message that this would send to FSG and all them people who just paid him 400 bags a week and you must win this game and you're taking him off. Don't think he has it. Big up to Gianni, Calcio. Big up to you, bro. Love. Still going to be above United no matter what. So go hold that. Man, talking to Wahaha. I pray. Yeah, see, this is what happened. Hey, LFC Monster, whenever you see Nems in the spaces, man, you have to cast them out. In the blood of the football gods. Oh, shit. Savinho's coming on. Who's coming off? Because Doku's been cooking. I didn't see that sub coming 5 minutes in. Is there an injury? Someone pick up a knock or something. Or Pep just doing Pep things. Yeah, Nems has to hold that, man. Oh, Shirky coming off. Remember Marmouche came in January and was pulling up trees and smashing it. Now he can't get into the team. Marmouche Cannot get into the team. This is what's sitting 4 points behind us, ladies and gentlemen. If Liverpool don't unfuck themselves, 4 points behind. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. 4 points behind with 81 points to play for. Safe anyone? Ah, shit. I'm telling you, we've been shitting. We've been shitting the bed. And Arteta's diarrhea. We have diarrhea and Arteta's a fart. Do you trust him? Oh, straight into the wall. My God. The big blue shark wants to win another Prem. Yeah, Pep hasn't gone 2 years in a row without winning this Prem. The hell what the media talking about? The way Jeremy Doku just glide past Mo Salah like he wasn't even standing there just now. Why is Mo Salah over by the goddamn? Yeah, Salah, bro. Salah was all the way back to their own 18 defending. Whenever they turn the ball over, he ain't got nothing to go forward. With the scoop to Savinho, he's looking for a pass. It's a corner. Corner. I wish Nems could become a City fan for You know that. Hey, I'm here for it. Yeah, give that man a City shirt. Nems MCFC. That's what we're gonna call him in the spaces. It's not looking good. Big up to Gianni, man. Yeah, Cherokee was shit. Was he? Savinho comes on. Marmouche, that what everyone was bigging up, like he can't get into the damn team. And this is a Man City team without Rodri, without the Ballon d'Or. You man know how I feel about Rodri. I know I can appreciate Declan Rice. I can big up Gravenberch, and I hear all the talk about Caicedo. But Rodri, being Rodri, I take him over all them mother fucking Jeremy Doku. Oh my God. Ooh, he kicked it straight at him. Yeah, Doku, he's the confidence. That's a confident winger right now. He don't think he don't respect these men. He don't think these men can stay in front of him. Man just split the defense. Who just flew into that tackle? Vadio. You getting a yellow, bro. Book him. Huh? Book him. I want to see City play with 10. So, yeah. Liverpool have to react. I said their adjustment doesn't have to be a substitution right away. They can make a tactical adjustment and play for the next 15. So on the hour mark, which is in 4 minutes, City has been growing into the game. So now they have to make a substitution. Liverpool have to do something now. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all, y'all. This is bad. Here's it. Didn't even make it to an hour. Old man Robertson coming off. Kirkes coming. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's over. Kirkes. It's over, people. Kirkes coming on, you know. It's done. Man brought on Kirkes. UK Drilly, bring your ass back. Where'd he go? Where did UK Drilly go? Need to come explain this shit. LFC Master, if you're listening, explain this shit, please. That's a downgrade, blood. It's Nev's LSC. Respect his name. So man made 2 subs, and Isak wasn't one of them. Listen, Liverpool are only ahead of Man United on goal difference. One more goal and Liverpool are behind Man United. And we're meant to believe that Liverpool will still be in the title race after this. Then we have to keep the same energy and say that United are in the title race. City are going to score again. Yeah, I don't think City end this game on 2 goals. This could be 4-something. emphasis on the something because Liverpool need a reaction now. I'm on 58 minutes. What you want on? Take your TK off. So Gakpo is playing through the middle now. What's the formation now? Yeah, no, Gakpo is playing. Yeah, Gakpo is playing as a striker. Gakpo sends it out the stadium. So like for like stuff. I don't know, man. On that. Not for Foden to go into the game, innit? We don't want this. No one was supposed to win this game. And if anyone was going to win this game, it had to be Liverpool. This has been a fantastic weekend of results for City. If you're a City, you see Arsenal lose points and drop points away in the manner that they did. And then you boss Liverpool the manner that they're bossing Liverpool now. You're Man City. You're not worried. You're calm. You're looking at Arsenal like these men have to come to us April 28th. Ready for that. As long as they're in striking distance between now and April, who knows what the fuck will happen? Who knows how many blunders Arteta will commit between now and then? Mm. This Duce starting to taste good. Kerkez, he'll show him. Yeah. Milos. Milos Kerkez. Meanwhile, Roma scored a pen, so they're now 2 for 6. Let me look at the Serie A. See what's going on over there. 1-0 at halftime over Udinese. Into play in about an hour. Roma. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what Gakpo was on there. Other slot stand in the rain is. And his hair not get wet. Oh my days. It's the halo long gone wrong, y'all. I know the mob probably has over 10K over there. Watching Grizz have a meltdown, or Grizz over there making a whole bunch of excuses. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? I said the next goal would be crucial. Woo! It's over, people. It's over now. It's definitely over now. 1-2 settled. He's in my fantasy team. It's in my fantasy team. When I saw him split the defenders over that left side, I said, "These Doku don't respect these men. He don't see them. He don't believe these men are got nothing for him, bro." The confidence for him to split those defenders at the end of the pitch, that's the kind of shit that will get you stubbed off against Pep. Man picks up the ball and says, "Konate, get the hell out my way." That's a confident footballer. That is pure confidence right there. That is nothing but confidence. Now, 3 goals, 2-1. The 3 goals with a 2-1 split is a completely different. is what's chasing us. Stop Gooners, stop Gooners. I understand that Arteta's tactics versus Man City. We didn't need 3 points. The fuck you didn't? The hell you didn't. These men got Newcastle, 3 points. Leeds, 3 points. Jeremy Doku. Fulham, 3 points. Sunderland, 3 points. The Sunderland that we couldn't be. Yes, City gonna smash these, man. City gonna have these men looking like OCOs. This could be a demolition job, people. I might be able to do say. We did not want this. He's quicker than Melo's jabs. Melo with the jabs, you know. Definitely flat out again. Then brought on Kirkes and Gakpo. Ekitike has been there. These men are doing rondos in the middle of the park, bro. Foden, Nico Gonzalez, and Bernardo Silva just did a rondo in the middle of the park. Jeremy Doku is splitting defenders. Jeremy Doku. When's the last time we seen Jeremy Doku slap one from outside the 18? Liverpool need to lay a tackle on someone and break this up. You need to fuck one of them up, cripple somebody or something. It's not working. Where's the leader? Where's the captain? First running on the wing, gets dispossessed by Foden easily. Candy from a child said things. Oh my God. This demolition job. Brother. Never seen Jeremy Doku this confident. Splitting defenders, slapping shots from outside the 18. He's like, give me the ball. They can't take it from me. Give me the ball. I don't see these, man. Happy feet. They call him the Belgian Iwobi sometimes. But today, man is looking like prime R9. Man is looking like the Gaucho. This is getting embarrassing now. This reminds me of the City that won the league on 91 points. Reason BBK, they will go on a crazy. Hey, and they're doing this without their best midfielder, bro. They're doing this without Mr. Ballon d'Or against the champions. They're embarrassing the Premier League champions. And this Liverpool team is not a Liverpool team that's riddled with injury, right? They're missing their goalkeeper. Everyone else is fit. Kirk is their big left back signing. He was fit. He was just shit. Couldn't start. Frimpong's been injured, but when he's played, he's been shit. Bert started. You want to tell me Isak couldn't give him 30 minutes? 24 minutes left in the game. Big up to J Lux. My God. Danger. City's winning the league again. Ole, ole. The big blue shark closing in on us. Well, top Gooners, bro. Top Gooners. We're cooked, guys. No point in supporting this club until I take that sack. Now, we could be looking at this with our 3 points and saying, you know what? We got something. But after what we did yesterday, we ain't got nothing for these, man. We lost to this. Sheldon, Bumbacla, yo, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a little bit, bro. Seriously, man. Yep. Man was scared to attack this. Really? Thought the next goal, 2-0 up, the next goal was critical. I thought the next goal would have been Liverpool. Then we would have had a game. Just folded them. When Doku attempts that, doesn't come off often. Yeah, normally he goes out for a throw. We got serious. Most of the times when Jeremy Doku attempts that shot, football family, it goes out for a throw-in. But that ends up in the net. J Lux. Game over, bro. It's over. 112 set in. It's just a matter of how far City want to take this now. Right now, to get my medication to come back 3-0. Not surprised. We'll be smoking this pain away. You need something. Onslaught, you're gonna do something, blood. Oh Lord. City just toying with these men. Now, if Pep makes 2 more subs and brings some fresh legs on with the hungry kids, Szoboszlai just picked up a yellow now. You're getting a yellow for that, bro. Yeah, that's the point. I was saying there. It's not an injury crisis. It's just poor form. No, no need to overreact, even if it's 180 to the way the top winners do. Whatever happened to us, you still got to hold that defeat. We're still just helping City catch you up eventually to win the league ahead of you. Point gain my ass. You don't want this. You don't want this machine. See what these men are doing to the team that Arteta was scared to attack. Really, monster. What's the next move? What does Liverpool do from here, man? Because you have to react to this somehow. You got Forest next at home, and Forest at Anfield should be a beatdown. But this shit right here, conceding 3 goals, you're below Man United, blood. You can't be below Man United. Talk about title. United in the title race. They drew yesterday. Losing 5 of your 11. Losing half your games. United only have 3 losses. Liverpool has 5. I'm looking at the table, people, and I'm going to spew out some numbers that are crazy right now. Yeah? Liverpool have the same amount of losses as Newcastle. Liverpool have more losses than Everton. Liverpool have the same amount of losses as Brighton. As Brentford, I mean. Liverpool have more losses than Brighton, more losses than Palace, Bournemouth, United, Villa, Tottenham, Sunderland, Chelsea, City. A lot of L's. You don't need medication. You need tranquilizers, something to take the pain away permanently. This is a dagger. The football historians in the chat, I don't know if ChatGPT allows you to get this information this quickly. But has a team ever lost 5 of their first 11 games go on to win the title. It wasn't chest. I wasn't discounting Liverpool. But I'm saying, I said if you lost this game and the Villa game, you're out of it. But shit, the hell with the Villa game. This still puts you at 5-11 losses. Man City, 4 points, 23 goals scored, 8 conceded. Same goal difference as us, y'all. You say this though, but then I look at the table and I see Man United above Liverpool. And Amorim is supposed to be sacked. They're on the same points. And it's not like Liverpool picked up 3 points yesterday. Not like United picked up. United dropped points yesterday and they were above Liverpool. That is crazy. Fully kicking in. PTSD, the reality of this manager dropping points where he shouldn't have, and Guardiola doing what he should. So Szoboszlai, give it a danger, danger, danger. The meat shield, the Viking. You got to chop that back there, Marmouche. Ooh, boy. Said it earlier, losing at City and heavily isn't something new, but having it happen when you're champion is what makes it hurt. When you're champion and having the transfer window that you had, I have to throw that in there. Can't blame this on FSG. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I even heard quite a few of them say 10 out of 10. This window is a 10 out of 10. Must win game, 10 out of 10. Like the white flag has been raised. It's 75 minutes and Isak isn't on the pitch. So clearly Arne Slot don't think he can help you. So Slot is saying, hey, just see out this game. This is on some damage limitation. I wouldn't be surprised if he sub on another defender. Bring on Endo. Horny Slut. Mr. Johnson. Go easy, no brother. Horny Slut squirts than Bonnie Blue. Horny Slut worse than Bonnie Blue. Can't keep the balls out. I mean, won't keep the balls out. Oh my day, this is bad. Donnarumma saving everybody is just out here playing with a level of confidence. You know that passage of play down by the Sunday kickabout where everyone is just feeling it. Big up Drilly. Big players not performing. Words looking bummy. One record signing on the pitch looking bummy. One record signing on the bench not being able to get on the pitch. This just not happening today. Mo Salah just had about 2 shots at the goal. Flags up anyway. Look at that Marmouche. Oh, not a defensive. Look, Pep is trying to run this up, bro. Pep see the plus 15 goal difference. Goal difference just like Arsenal. They can run the goal difference up. It don't care who it's on. Run it up. Going into international break makes this thing even more LFC monsters because now you have to live with this L. We have to live with our L to Sunderland. And City are just on the up and up. Chelsea are telling every man that they're back in this. We are ass. Anfield the red. Had you joined this game, my bro? I was the best. He owns it though. He says he's shit. Man spent £500 million. So uncomfortable conversation. Now, on slot in. I'm not on this. Hey, this man won you the Premier League title last year, right? Because I see way too many top gooners talking about slot out, but are defending Arteta. But you can ask the question whether you're slot in, slot out, positive this, positive that. You can ask the question: how do you spend $500 million and make a championship team look worse, or a Premier League title-winning team look worse? It's a question worth asking. Not gonna lie. What's the answer? That's the question. What's the answer? How? All the good-looking porn stars and this joke of a bunny blue gets all the memes. Good-looking porn star. A good-looking porn star. You know, those words kind of like stick, you know. So when you say a good-looking porn star, what are you saying? Well, how would you date one? A good-looking porn star. You know, a car with a good body with a shit engine that doesn't run. Salah scored there? You missed that. The flag goes up, didn't it? Please tell me the flag went up. Please tell me, put the flag up to make it look like that's not a. Oh, he was offside, didn't it? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He played on and he missed that. It's okay. All this will be remembered in May when you are crying again. I'm crying now, brother. I cried when we drew 1-1 to City. Because I knew it was long. But, you know, over the past couple of seasons, as bad as Arteta has been, he's gone to the Etihad. The past 2 seasons has been 0-0, and it's been 2-2 with 10 men. We haven't lost 3-0. Not like this. You know, I ain't trying to defend Arteta or nothing, but, you know, it's not like he went there with a Premier League winning team and shit. This is bad. Let me look at City's. So Arsenal's last trip to the Etihad 2-2 when Trossard got a red. The season before that, 0-0. The season before that, yeah, we got Blam 4-1. And Rob Holding and them. My God. They don't want. How is Salah offside there? Winger. And you can see the line. Send Salah Clark to AFCON. It probably Liverpool fans won't be crying about that. Joe Gomez. Joe, Broadway Joe. My God. Curtis Jones for McAllister. Broadway Joe. Send him 2 months early now. That would improve him. Salah gets 90 minutes today. It's criminal. Yeah. They don't want to score. Nico O'Reilly missed so bad just now. Man is sitting down trying to fake an injury to make him seem like he would have made that if he didn't have a cramp. We are cooked, chat. City walking away with the title, then Pep retires or leaves the club. I was about to say if Mo Salah gets 90 minutes, it's long. Florian Wirtz gets hooked. And Chiesa is coming on for Osala, yeah? Nope. Osala stays on the pitch. Chiesa on for Verts. Gomez on for Bradley. Yeah. Hey, 400 bags is hitting the account, blood. 400 bags. Hey, I got 2 Prams of champs. I don't care. None of it. Oh my God. Offside again. Jesus. Yeah. And then the Cesco. It's gonna be a pyramid scheme of crime. While I'm crying, you would be swimming in my tears. Everybody below me getting wet. At least you took it like a slut on your back. Listen, today, right? November, what's today? The 9th of November could be looked back as one of the major turning points in the Premier League season when a lot of teams realize what we already knew, that Arteta just ain't it. You know what? I just looked at my fucking fantasy team and realized that I subbed out Doku. The week I sub out Doku and I sub out Pedro, them men have banging weeks. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's not my year. I'm having an Arteta in fantasy, in FPL. That's an easy accusation to throw at Salah when in fact it's the complete opposite. Has anybody for Liverpool been good today? Because let's put things into perspective. Yeah, today it was a big game, a massive game. These are the winners of the past, what? The past 9 Premier League titles. So Chelsea won it in 2017. So from 2018 to 2024, 2025. So you have the winners of the past 7, 8 Premier League titles playing. The Premier League champions, the current holders of the trophy. Record transfer window. Go to City and perform like this. Bad. What happened? Now, I don't want man to go listen to what Slot said. I don't want man to go listen to what the Kopish said, AGT said, what Cal said, and all these other Liverpool fans said. What are man saying now? How do you explain this? The champs, record window, perform like this. This is bad. It's horrible. I mean, if he's offside all the time, he's just like, he don't want to be out there. I don't think Mo Salah would have been disappointed to see his number go up on the board. Nico holding him. The week I saw about Richarlison, the man gets his first start in a month. Did they credit him with that goal that touched his hair? The one that was the winner, but then it wasn't. My fantasy is horrendous. I subbed out about 20 points. No, Doku's on smoke today. Doku's on 8 before the bonus. It's long.
You still alive?
Yes, I'm still live.
Oh.
What's the problem? My wife, y'all. Still alive watching the Premier League title slip away. Come here. Sit there, sit there, sit there. These men are greedy. This shot that they're showing of Isak on the sideline after he warmed up in Rio and long, long one. Good thing I have some charity work planned out for today. Actually, go do something good with my day, other than this. I appreciate this stuff. Still, not gonna lie. Appreciate y'all staying locked in while I watch City get closer to the title that we're supposed to win. But this utter domination is what we didn't want. The fashion. If they had scored 3 jammy goals, but the way they have dominated this game. This looked like a FA Cup draw. If you take the names away, this looked like Man City versus Swansea or some shit. Savinho megging, man. Did that Curtis Jones getting megged? Picking up a yellow because you got megged. It's long. Nothing he could do. He's just sitting there like, I'm just glad my name wasn't a part of this L. Will questions get asked of Onslaught? Any other manager would get asked questions. Any other Premier League winning team perform this way would get questioned. A Premier League winning team who broke the transfer record twice would get questioned. What are the answers? City, man. You can be clever with your words, but you've been a bunch of butlers for the last 3 seasons and cried enough to fill a river. As much as this is embarrassing us to have trophies, unlike you. And it's one of the reasons why we hate Arteta, is he has allowed, the rest of the Premier League, not only just Liverpool, but Palace, Newcastle, Chelsea, pretty much every team who's won trophies over the past 4 or 5 years to speak to us this way. Because we can say we've been good all we want, but we have no marker to put down. And you're going to expect this type of stuff to happen. It's getting scrappy out there. You're showboating, passing the ball around, and man, it's down 3-0. You're going to get one, isn't it? But the banter is there, though. You can't hide from the banter still, monster. It's gonna be there. When all over the summer, I was praising Liverpool, rightfully so. Liverpool were getting all the plaudits over the summer, having walked the Prem, having the transfer window that Liverpool had. Liverpool, where they were getting it, they were lapping it up, and they were giving it as well. Hey, we get Isak. We're gonna walk this league. We're gonna do well. You got Isak. You got Verts. You got Frimpong. You got Kirkes. And this might be turning up to be worse than your previous title defense. Because in 2021, after you won the Premier League title, that title defense was horrendous. You finished 3rd on 69 points or something like that. So it's expected. The banter is gonna come, bro. You can't. And the bad part about it is that, like Godfrey says, this is a bad way to go into the break. Getting embarrassed like this, but I throw my disappointment in there, and we were 2 minutes away from collecting 3 points and didn't show championship mentality. And still top of the table, but with this dominant performance from City, It doesn't look safe. It's let me look at the stats to see what the I'm not a big on XG on shots and all that, but total shots City 14, Liverpool 7. Shots on target 6, Liverpool 1. It's long. And that's it. That was a painful 90 minutes, and I'm sorry that you can't get those 90 minutes back, monster. That double 11. That's what verse is on there, something like that. All of a sudden, that Frankfurt domination look. It's like it's been a mile away, and make you really put into perspective that Frankfurt is really shit. Be thankful. Be very thankful for the Emmy Martinez assist last week at Anfield. Because without that win, you could be. Say you drew that Palace game, bro. You'd be 12. You'd be mad. You take that Burnley penalty away, you'll be long. Oh my days. Yep, Slot for me has the first 4 games after the internationals to raise the level up. If not, it might be time to go. Unlike some teams in this league, we still have standards and replace if need be. So LFC Monster has said it, people. 4 games. So those 4 games are all comps or Prem games. Because your next Prem games, your next 4 games are Forest, PSV in the Champs, West Ham, Sunderland. But if it's just the Premier League, it's Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds. I expect you to win all of those. Big up to our beloved Claire for checking in again. Big round of applause for Claire, as we always acknowledge her as royalty. Dana, welcome. Or welcome back. Not gonna lie, I was enjoying this Liverpool beating until I remembered what Man City did to us. Yeah. See, imagine if we had beaten Man City at the Emirates like we should have, Dana. And all of a sudden, 6-point lead, not safe still, but actually it would have been 7. Because we would have been on 28 points and they would have been on 21. There would have been a 7-point margin. And even though that in itself is not safe, would have felt better than 4. And the 3 points is important, but the manner in which these men just demolished Liverpool is cause for concern. We are ahead of Liverpool on more goals scored. Yeah. That 3rd goal went in, sent them below you. So is it title gone? Or is the title still alive? Because if you're below United and you're in a title race, then United are in a title race. They have 1 game a week. They don't have to play PSV. Diaz is on fire now, but he did that last season and didn't score in the league for 3 or 4 months. But his pressing, though, created so many problems for the opposition. Verts wasn't doing that pressing today. Gakpo doesn't give you that press. Diaz is an unsung hero. Kind of like, you remember the 2018 World Cup when Giroud didn't score a goal, but his presence, not his pressing, but his presence and his link-up play was, you can't quantify and you can't measure it, but he did. He did that. Make it 5. Didn't know we had the UC. Yeah, PSV. It's at Anfield. I think you should win that. Yeah, I think that your run is favorable, but so is Man City's. Man City's run is very, very favorable. City have 1 tough game. They have Newcastle away, and I'm hearing Dan Burn is suspended for that. So, yeah, it's not a good look. Not a good look from match week 5, you know? Match week 5 to match week 11. No, it's game of a big up Claire. Yeah, man, big up Claire every single time. It's the Nems. Nems did this. Yeah, I'm telling you, monster. You got to get this boy out about your club. Whenever you find him in this space, you won't find Nems around here anymore. You won't. Can't believe he did that. Yeah, that Diaz goal was cold. The confidence of him to even try for that from that angle, like Doku, Doku slapping one from the 18 today. Normally, like I said, that shit normally goes out for a throw. But today it ended up in the top corner. It's nice like that. It was an amazing goal, but I still think who knew? Who knew? Because all Mike would have did was do some step over and flash his hair and pass it to someone else. Pass it to Harry. Oh my God. Oh, what a day of football. Football is a humbler. It is. We have been humbled by the Man City faithful. Yeah. Don't know what else to say, people. Big up the Doc. What you saying to me, Doc? I just poured me another shot of Douce. But the Park G Sung work rate today, big up. Yeah, man. I got my thing here in about 30 minutes. It's right down the road. Getting driven to it, so no DUIs or nothing like that. But I'm hoping that everyone overreacts to the City win and says City are back and then City go on a skid. But right now it's just up to the football guys because it's not up to Arteta. All of a sudden. Now I would like to ask the people who said the 1-1 versus City at the Emirates was a good result, because now you look at this and you be like, no, could have gotten at these men when Erling Haaland was taken off the pitch and all that. We had him, could have did something. But the Arteta tax cost us. It was real. I respect the saltiness. BBK, that 1998 World Cup home shirt is so cold. Might think about buying one. Yeah, it was cold. I had the number 8. The number 8 guy, Gregory Messam, wore that number. Yeah, I think it was Gregory. Number 5, Pepe Goodison. Number 2, Shati Malcolm. Yeah, those. I'm curious to see, if they redo the design when the boys make it, because they better make it. They better make it. I think Besson was 7, wasn't it? Really, Dirty Fraud Club Rabino pulled up like I thought this was Chelsea. Man, big up. You streaming? I'll be there. I will be there, my brother. Big up to you, man. I was low key mad while watching, but wasn't a very good performance again. I'll say this again: we need to go back to blitzing team, less of a control football, clean sheet record going away. Yeah, so now that that clean sheet shit is out the window, maybe they can focus, reset. I think Sheldon has said it again. International break, focus, reset, refocus. Take this, what City just did, as a warning. This was a warning shot. Yeah, this was a message to the rest of the Premier League. This blitzing, this dismantling of the Premier League champions. Yeah, they went to the Emirates and got a point. At home, they handled City. Now they do have to go to Anfield at the back end of the season. And then we'll definitely be more of Liverpool fans back then, or when that day comes. But hopefully, the onus is on us to make sure that we do something. Oh my God. I saw that Rico Henry got called up for Jamaica squad. He was called a few seasons ago. Good fullback. Yep. Very good. Ethan Pinnock. Some good Premier League talent in there. Leon Bailey injured again. Who knew? Mr. Glass. The boy got Derrick Rose disease. Soft bones. Always injured. You know, I might go missing tomorrow, but we'll be there for the member stream for some much needed non-football talk. Hey, you go missing, man. You're always welcome here. You know these spaces are safe. Big up the LFC Monster every single time. People, I have gone over 3.5 hours with you lovely folks. You lovely football heads. Manners and respect, big up to them. But yep. I go back to reality. The government has still shut down. There are people who are out here struggling that need help, and I'm gonna go help them. That's what Chief Chambers is about to go do. I'm about to go do some community service for our federal workers who aren't getting paid, or for our soldiers who might miss a paycheck this week because the government is still shut down. But there's a lot of content. I'm sure the Big Six and the Mob and the Never File is gonna have a lot of content for you all to consume. So big up to you all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your company over the past 3.5 hours. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.